It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
It's you liberals who have lifted them up, Howard.
Paul, you conservatives make a mistake. You can't afford to strangle hope in people. Without hope, people become dangerous.
No, Howard. You liberals have let them invade our society. You give them jobs, political jobs.
Paul, you missed the point. It's only the smart ones we move up.
That makes it even worse.
No, we have to move them up. If we leave a smart one in the ghetto, he might develop into a leader against us. But if we raise him up into white society, we neutralize him.
It really boils down to our ability to accept. We don't need pessimism.
What he means by pessimism is resistance. And that's what COINTELPRO was all about, stopping the resistance.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change.
We hide it in plain sight. One of Plato's greatest works was the allegory of the cave. I feel in order to understand the political matrix, we need only to look into this allegory. We first have to open our minds to the possibility everything is not as it seems, that things we've always known to be truth may be lies. For if we can't perceive the lies we've ingested, we can't see the bars on our mental conditioning. For that is how you walk out of the cave and see the political matrix. Hello, hello, hello. Glad to see you all here. Welcome to the Political Matrix. I'm your host, Marcus Young Morpheus Cage. And Till will be joining us soon. I don't know, maybe she hasn't seen the link yet. I sent it a little bit late. Shout out to everybody. And first, before I do anything else, I want to say a heartfelt Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Whether you're a mother who is the mother by biological birth, whether you adopted, whether you were just kind of that mother figure, whether you birthed the children or not, and you just had that impactful, relationship with somebody. I know you are valued, and I want to make sure that I say that you are valued from myself. Even if you are not a mother to me, you are a mother to somebody who I have passed along this journey in life, or people who I will pass on this journey in life, or just others who are, moving around this place we call, Earth. Thank you to all the mothers out there. A special thank you to my mother. Definitely want to do that. I don't know if that counts there, Warren. I don't know if that counts. I'm gonna throw a shout out to some of my peeps in the chat. I want to say it first, of course. Hello to Jackie. And I'm not sure if you're a mother or not, but if you are, happy Mother's Day to you. But bro, what's up, my cousin Ladarius? And happy Mother's Day to your missus also. Sorry if the light is a little bright. I'm having trouble trying to adjust with this and the green screen and all that. So I was like, you know what? I'm tired of messing around with it. Let me just get the show started. I don't think people will care if I'm a little bit glowed up. I see Accord Lord is in the building, throwing his shout out to the mothers out there also. I see Warren is in the building, and to those who I don't see who are listening, and those who will be listening later on, or those who will catch this on a later stream, later restream. Happy Mother's Day to you also. I'm not going to keep you guys for long today because I do understand it's Mother's Day. And if you have not already done something or went out to eat with your mother or taken her out to eat, I know many of you might have that on the agenda to do. Just wanted to tap in with you and talk for a little bit. As you guys can see, I've started dropping some of my videos. And I'm going to ask this to you all out there, and maybe you guys can help me with the decision I'm trying to make. As you guys know, I do have multiple channels, and I've been trying to decide on some of the content that I want to create, if I want to do it all on this channel or not. And what I mean by that is right now, in particular in LA, there are the mayor's races. Wow, I look really, really bright in this screen. Almost doesn't look natural. Let me see if I can add a little color. There we go. I think that helps. from the screen being so blue. Add a little bit of from the cool lamps. I add a little bit of warmness, and hopefully that helps out some. But if you guys can help me out in the chat, let me know. Thank you, Warren. Thank you. Those hopefully you guys can let me know. With the races that are going on out here in California, they're getting a lot of attention, I know, from me, but I know most of you guys are not in California, and I don't know if you guys care to see that also. I was thinking about putting some of that coverage, and I'm going to do it in short form content also, on just covering the candidates that are in the governor's race, and some of the I guess we have a mayor's race going on also. Now look at it, it's getting super red. Okay, calm down. I'll take a little off. It's slow adjusting. And so I was thinking about, oh, you didn't know that sorry. Oh no. What? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, let me go back up and read that. Oh, let's see. Jackie says, thanks, Marcus. But we celebrate our Mother's Day in March. Oh, I'll have to make sure that I get aware of that so that I can, not be behind the curve on that. I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna keep playing with this light because it's bothering me. But yeah, that she celebrated in March. We celebrate Mother's Day 3 weeks before Easter. It goes Mothering Sunday, Curds and Whey, Palm Sunday, Easter Sunday. Interesting. Interesting. I have to keep that in mind. It's just like the same thing with what was that, Labor Day. I guess it's Workers' Day in most of the other countries, and they celebrate it differently at a different time. And of course, America got to be doing their own different crap. But yes, I've been kind of wondering. So let me know. Should I do all that like election type coverage on here? I was gonna switch that off and just do that on my other channel. Hold on 1 second. I will be right back. I got for many of you guys, if you guys have oh, there we go with the crazy lighting too. But I don't know how many of you guys have done content creating, but when you hear like noise in the background and you didn't like close certain doors, and like it's hard to focus. And so I had to go shut a couple of doors, like, okay, I'm hearing stuff and I can't keep my thoughts together. But I'm kind of waiting until we get into it to start speaking about the Hantavirus. I'm going to be very careful on how I cover this. As you guys know why. When we cover the, what do we call it? The outbreak that was going on a couple of years ago. I got really close to losing this channel, and I got a strike on my other channel. I got 2 strikes on my other channel that kept my channel to the point where it like sometimes there's like a certain amount of time period that goes, and then you kind of are back to square one. It didn't do that in that case. It held it against me for like over a year. And this was a strike that I got for my response to a Breaking Point video. So yeah, it was their channel which did the medical misinformation strike. So I'm gonna be very careful at how I word things. And literally all I did was take information that was done, Put a calculator on the screen and just simple addition and subtraction off of the numbers that was given from the CDC. And that got me in trouble. So I'm gonna be very careful with it. Plus, I know that Till is definitely gonna want to weigh in on this topic. So I'll hold off for her. But Jackie says, I know I've been watching your back catalog. Oh, I appreciate it. I've noticed. Um, but there's stuff that I have older on here, which one video I saw about voting, which I'm going to re-upload soon. Um, and I think that right now it would be such a fitting video. Whether you are at the point where you believe electoral politics doesn't matter, whether you're at the point where you've kind of just throwing your hands up, or if you still are trying to vote, whether you believe that there might be some hope in creating a new system or a new party, or you're trying to commandeer an already existing party. Sometimes you can be just voting for harm reduction. And I don't fault anybody for whichever way they decide to go on it. But I do know that there is still a certain amount of people out there who are voting and paying attention to these things. And so I think it is imperative, especially I think voting still matters on a local level. Um, your governor's races, your mayor's races, city council, things like that actually do matter because those are people that impact you. Judges, sheriff, those kind of things do matter. And I still implore people to vote in those things. Even if you feel like even if you feel like most of the voting is kind of a waste of time, I still implore you to pay attention at least on the local level stuff. Presidential stuff, it's not much you can do, and which I'm going to cover. Um, Sorry, playing with a little. Wow, that was a big drop off. I don't know. Woo! Bright, bright, bright. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to play with this another time. I guess just now you guys see what takes me so long. Sometimes I have to set up every time before a show, and I tend to be on the perfectionist side on some of this stuff, and it annoys me, and I just won't go. And I still never get it right anyway, and I'm delayed. So it's like, why were you being such a perfectionist? It still ended up the way it ended up. So just get over it. But it's hard to get past your own self sometimes. Um, see, let me read that. Says over here in the UK, Conservative and Labour are practically finished. Labour lost over 1,400 council seats Thursday in the local elections. The seats went to either the Greens or Reform. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. I heard also that there was a push that people are trying to push Keir Starmer out. Um, I wonder how that. What are your thoughts on that? And if you think it's possible, or if you think it's a good thing, or just overall. Um, there was a little bit where I start trying to delve into UK politics, because I think it's important for us to know and follow, what's going on around the globe. But yeah, it's been interesting. I don't disagree with you there. I do not disagree with you there. Um, what was? Oh yeah. Well, let me see if I'm able to. I think there's a way where I can do a poll. That's what I'll do. I guess there is a way I can do a poll. Currently, so bear with me. I'm not the greatest at typing, although I'm improving. Elections. This channel or my other. Yes. No. And let's see, add an option. Don't care either way. So there we go. I created the poll. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it. Make sure to monitor that poll. I'll probably leave it up throughout the duration because I'm really trying to figure. When I first started doing, when I first started the other channel, I was mostly covering electoral politics. And then I started to branch out a little bit more into other things. And then when I created this channel, I wanted to look at politics in a different light. And I'm one of those people. I like to try to separate my content, but maybe I'm thinking it's better that if I just put it all here in one place, it'll be easier. Um, Jackie says 100%, Sean. I've never despised anyone as much as Starmer. Wow. Not even David Cameron or Thatcher. That's strong words. I know I know there was a lot of people who really despise David Cameron, and Thatcher is a lot of people, they still have a very negative opinion about Thatcher, even though many of the people that I've spoken with, they were probably a little young to remember most of Thatcher's time. It's just mostly on looking back through history. It's kind of like talking about Reagan here, whereas there are a lot of content creators now, American content creators who they either weren't old enough to really understand or follow politics at that point, um, or they weren't even born at the time when Reagan was in power, and so they just are looking at the residual effects down the road. Says that Thatcher is definitely a close second because I'm like I remember Margaret Thatcher and a lot of the stuff I don't have good things to say about the woman. I can't think of anything good to say about the woman, and it could be just also I'm thinking mainly on a foreign policy viewpoint of some of the stuff with Thatcher. I'm not as familiar with what she was doing domestic because at the time when I was starting to get more into international politics, I was only paying attention more to what countries were doing as far as their militaries and military involvement because that's where I started off more as an activist, former vet who was an activist against boots on the grounds in all these countries and um, becoming more anti-war. I mean, I'm not going to full take the moniker of anti-war in all scenarios because I believe like there are certain times for war, just like I mean self-defense. I mean, if somebody punches you in the face, I have no problem with you, defending yourself. But I don't believe in wars of aggression, just like I don't believe in unprovoked violence. Um, but nothing wrong with defending yourself, in my opinion. Um, the I guess I'll start with the Iran war updates, which I've seen, which it's so tough to try to figure out what the hell is going on, because Trump is so all over the place, and his administration has no forms of message discipline. Um, it's like one person says one thing which they believe the president thinks and agrees with, and another person says something else, and then the president comes out and just completely like throws out everything they said with a comment which contradicts everything, and then turns around and they all try to blend the message back together. And I mean, it's typical cult like behavior, which you would see anytime like that you are trying to speak on behalf of the leader because you don't have a precise message and the leader comes and contradicts you, and then you turn around and you try to match up your message with the leader, and then the leader will match up with you for him to turn around and then shit on his own message 2 seconds later. I think it's highly exhausting to probably be a full-in Trump supporter, especially at this point. And those are some of the shorts which I'm going to do pretty soon. I have one in mind that is mm, uh Teal has been watching The Boys and she's gotten caught up with, and I don't know how many people out there have seen The Boys or have been watching The Boys, but I'll warn you that it may be some spoilers in some of the stuff I'll say when I drop videos on that. But Valerie Curry, which played Firecracker on there, one of the interviews that she did talking about her character and talking about her relationship between her and Homelander reminded me so much of. Well, I'm not going to spoil it. I'll just say that I think she's a phenomenal actress, and it's kind of interesting, like her character and the strict followership and cult like mentality that she has there, and the fact of how well in the show which I learned about Valerie Curry and the following, where there she plays Emma, which is like number two to a cult leader also. It's kind of interesting. Um, yeah, this situation is hard to follow. Trump always chickens out. And the crazy part about it, I think we're going to be forced into a worse situation just because he he only knows one way. And like I think about whenever I would in general, I always tried to figure out any kind of opponent, anything that I was going against them in, what does my opponent like to do? And how do I find a way to counteract that? Whether my strategy is X, I'm going to find a way to mold that strategy to be opposite of what this other person is used to try to find. If you're going to go strong, and if I think that we're just going to butt heads, be even, or you have an advantage, then I'm going to try to be quick. If you're going to be quick, then I'm going to find a way to be strong. You know, even when I like for instance basketball and rebounding down in the post, if I got somebody who's heavy with the box out, I'm going to move. I'm not going to let you put a body on me so that it's harder for you to predict my movements. And I think right now that's what Iran is doing to Trump. I think that they are playing him. I think that they are playing chess right now while he is playing backgammon. I mean, I don't know what game he's playing. I mean, maybe he's playing pickup sticks, Hungry Hippo, but he's not playing the same game that they're playing. And what I mean by that is while we have these supposed negotiation deals and they have their hard lines, which they know that they're not going to back down from, we still stand in a situation, regardless of the crazy crap that the markets want to do. We are still stuck in this mode of the straits are still closed. The longer the straits are closed, it's going to take longer for the oil reserves and stuff to get back around. It's going to take a while before it starts to fill those markets. And we can continue to play this. The market can continue to play these games, short selling and doing this. And Trump says, "Oh, we're close to a deal, a peace deal," and then there's bombs and all this crap and all this instability over the weekend. And he comes back in and well, it's all peace and we're close. But materially, what you see on the ground is the situation hasn't changed. Yes, you do have certain points where, okay, it looks like things are easing up a little bit, but materially things haven't changed. You see a ship being hit. You see that you know that part of the negotiation points that they had is that Israel will have to stop on its war fronts, and that's not happening. So what do you do with that? If you're Iran and you've decided that these are things that are important to us, not only do they have to stop, and the fact that they're making these kind of demands, that it's not just worrying about their own sovereignty and the attacks on their own country, They're literally saying that you cannot continue to attack into Lebanon. You cannot continue to attack into Gaza. Also, the fact that they're saying that tells me that they have more leverage than the media is given credit, and because none of the media wants to go to Iran and literally listen and give a fair shake, and pretty much all the media that I'm finding everywhere is leaning towards the messaging that is coming from DC, coming from the Pentagon. It's hard to take any of it serious. Um, for instance, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but when I search on just YouTube, what I'm finding more than anything is I just type any random search in having to do with the Iran war, and everything that I get has to do with everything is coming from Fox News. I don't want to hear what Fox News has to say, but why is Fox News being pushed? And I believe Fox News is being pushed because these people are worried about what the president may or may not say, and they're trying to stay away from they're trying to stay away from Trump coming after them. Thomas says Trump playing colonial checkers. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Trump is playing hopscotch or something. I don't know what the hell he's playing. I see Chris H is in the building. What's up, Chris H? Let me see what he had to say. Says Canadian conservatives love Trump to the max. Obama met for dinner with Carney and Soros on Saturday in Toronto. Interesting. Canada right wing is losing their minds thinking they are conspiring against Trump. Wow. Interesting. Oh, and we got Miss Voodoo herself in the building. What up, Teal? How we doing this day?
I'm doing good. Sorry, I had to finish that last episode of fucking The Boys, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
I had to get that the last one that came out.
The last one, okay. Because I'm working on 2 videos, right?
You are, bro. What the fuck? Well, I didn't want to interrupt. Go ahead and finish your thought because I got something to say about that whole
Yeah.
thing.
I'm like, hey, and anybody, if y'all ain't been watching The Boys, and apologies, y'all might get some spoilers, but I feel like, but I'll say this real quick before I go on to the next thing. Do you see the correlations that I'm seeing that I was talking about now between Homelander and between Firecracker, and how I describe Trump and MAGA?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you finish this thought before we even get into that because I want to talk about the statue. What about this statue?
Oh Lord.
The fucking statue.
Well, it's kind of funny that statue ties into what Chris H just said right here about Canadian conservatives love Trump to the max. Obama met for a dinner with Carney and Soros on Saturday in Toronto. Canada right wing is losing their minds thinking they are conspiring against Trump.
So people can't even have. They just can't have dinner either.
Nope, can't have dinner. Jesus. I mean, I don't think that they're conspiring. I guarantee. I'm wondering what do they mean by conspiring? I'm sure they're thinking about, okay, well, we can possibly run this person or that person and support this person or that person, but like, what do they mean by conspiring? To what level is this conspiracy going?
The call is coming from inside the house, y'all. Trump. First off, how the fuck is Canadians pro-Trump? That nigga don't even run y'all shit. Y'all know how dumb that sounds?
Yeah, what? that's like we saying, you know what? I'm pro Macron. Okay, and that like
okay, okay, cool. I mean, I like Katy Perry too, I guess.
Yeah, it's like
that has nothing to do with me. Yeah, Mao Zedong. Woo. Like what? Yeah, we ain't got shit to do with them, bro.
That's weird.
Pro-Trump. Y'all pro-Trump. Y'all can't even vote for the motherfucker. He don't even want y'all down here to vote for him. But y'all pro-Trump. That's funny. That's funny. That's so funny. Canadians can't even come What? Shut up. Yeah, shut up. And that's why don't nobody want to help y'all. Y'all dumb. That's dumb. That's loud and dumb.
It's funny they say that until like if they were actually over here and they see how things really run. A lot of these people think they're as right wing as American right wing is, but they're not. They're
No, you're the
just
only
not.
thing y'all just got hard R's. That's about it. You just that's it. Right wing ain't nothing but a saying racist with a silencer on it. Seriously,
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. Saying racist or conservative views is no more than, and you're a right winger in another country. You're not doing shit but saying you just a racist with a silencer. That's all. You just saying you're a racist with a silencer on it. To be honest.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
say that I'll definitely say that the right wing in the UK has definitely been showing that lately.
Well, motherfucking what's his name is down here in Virginia with his bitch ass.
Who?
Uh, uh goddamn Charles.
Oh, King.
Yeah, King Charles out in this bitch. I call that nigga by his first name. He ain't king and shit over here, bitch. We got the revolution. Why are you here? We broke free, and that motherfucker out here visiting shit like, oh, this is nice. I like this. This is nice. Bitch, this ain't yours. Why are we even okay in this nigga coming to visit? Ain't that the whole point of why it's even here in the first place? Colonial Williamsburg is here because I don't know, the colonies decided to revolt against the king, and then y'all just like, come on, visit. Come visit what you lost, bitch ass nigga. That's crazy.
Wow, that's funny.
That's
That's
crazy to
fun.
me though.
Look what Warren said.
Exactly, King Chuck the fuck. Now I told you I call him Charles. I don't call that nigga King shit. His name is
That's
Charles.
that's so fitting because kind of that's what you are since you founded this. The American colonialists decided they were going to take this bitch over, and now you coming over to watch what used to be yours
You
that's not
lost it.
yours no more.
You lost it. That's like me going. That's like if Michael Jordan won all the rings and then he goes to Larry Bird and was like, "Hey, come look at the rings that I won on your bitch ass." That's
Hmm.
crazy, bro. So that's why his name is Charles. His name is Charles here.
Yo, oh, you know what it's like? What was that? Shake and Bake. What was the movie? Will Ferrell,
Oh,
Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights, yeah.
That's like you lost your old lady, and old boy living in your house,
Yeah.
and he gonna invite
Raising
you over
your
for a
kids.
cookout.
Yes, right. Come on now, raising your kids in your house. He's like, you trying to come over see your kids and shit.
I got. Oh, I see comments. I need to star real quick. Couple of comments. I'm gonna star that. Star that. But yeah, I guess I'll finish up. Oh, wait a minute. Something I wanted to respond to. Oh, Chris H said this. And this is the last thing I'll say on the whole Israel Iran stuff until we see more. Chris Haleli from DD Geopolitics was in Iran. The U.S. Israel has damaged Armenian churches, synagogues, universities, hospitals. Chris show footage. It's rough. Yeah, it is very rough, and that's what I'm saying. There's only like I can go to a DD Geopolitics. I could go to what's Ryan Grimm's I can't remember what it's called. Drop site. There's a handful out there that I could probably count on my hand that are like covering this. What is it? First Point, that Indian outlet. Uh, it's like handfuls that are really covering it, but like most of the American media, um, actually, I'll say most Western media in general is not trying to cover this crap. They're not really trying to give a fair, accurate story. They literally are still running that Iran is about to fall apart. And I'm like, how long can y'all just keep parroting the same shit? Because y'all have been saying this shit for like 10,
I,
15, 20 years easily.
okay, this is my thing. I love how y'all saying, "Oh my God, Iran is about to fall apart. They about to go under." Whoop, 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 whoop. But they still holding that motherfucking strat. They still holding down that motherfucking that little peninsula. They ain't letting
Hmm.
shit go through. But they about to fall apart. But they ain't letting none of y'all get y'all shit. Diet Coke has gone up 15% because aluminum. You can't get the aluminum right now. So Diet Coke is going crazy at this moment. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and just think
Well, I
with
mean,
y'all.
all of it should be going up there,
It
which it
is
will be.
all of it,
Mhm.
but you gotta understand because we as a fucking stupid, non-healthy ass nation go underneath the guises thinking that we can drink diet soda and still be healthy. We consume it the fucking most. So
Mhm.
our shit is going up more because motherfuckers don't drink just regular Coke and shit anymore. We drink diet and zero shit, thinking that it's a placebo. But well, you know me and my food shit on another
Yeah.
day. But
Yeah, not
nevertheless,
me. Not me.
I need the regular shit, nigga. Actually, at this point, put the cocaine back in it. I'll be a fucking stockholder if that's the case. But like regular soda,
Well,
terrible. Put sweaters on my teeth.
cocaine and wine, because that's what was in it.
Yes, come on, give us the original recipe. That Dr. Pepper was on point. But
Hmm.
like, aluminum's going up, gas is crazy, expensive and shit right now. But everybody keeps saying, "Oh yeah, I ran about to go down. I ran about to go." Well, when, nigga? Shit, I need these prices to go back down. Shit, and they
Hmm.
hold it steadfast. Ain't shit going through that motherfucking plaza. Yeah, through that plaza. Ain't nothing going through it. They ain't letting shit ride through. And I ain't never seen somebody that's about to go under or whatever have you still being able to hold down the fort like that. That's just me. That's just me though. I'm just looking at it in a more strategical war mindset. It looks like they holding down pretty goddamn good, in my
Yeah. Got some interesting, like I've started a couple of these comments. Throwing some good stuff out there. Um to finish on that one, Chris H says Canada seems very similar to the US. Right-wing Canadians are freaking out over Canada trading with China. They see the US as Canada's best friend, and think Carney is ruining Canadian US relationships. No, Trump is ruining it.
opinion.
Gosh almighty. Yeah, yeah, it has nothing to do. It could be Carney, it could be I'm forgetting who was it, Trudeau. It doesn't matter who you put in there. Trump is the person who's ruining the relationship because he's an egomaniac who don't give a fuck. And he doesn't understand how any of this shit runs. That's part of the problem we run into when you get Republican administrations in general. Um, and many of the people vote for these Republican administrations because they share the whole evangelical Christian ideology in a lot of ways. And the problem is when you have people who are so distrustful of government in general, you never learn how government actually runs. So now when you're in charge of it, you can't, it's like, you can't be like, you know what? I hate planes. And now you're the pilot of the plane. Now we have a problem. And that's how I look at it with a lot of these people on the right. You guys hate government, but you get in government. Now you're running the government. Now what? It's fine when you're sitting on the outside and you're criticizing. It's another thing when you actually have to run it. And we're seeing right now what is happening under Trump's rule in running it. Not a good damn thing. And I've seen this multiple times. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I am making a case that I love Democrats and think that they should be in power. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying one is worse. Would you want somebody who is snatching candy bars off of your shelf every now and then, or do you want the guy who comes in every week and puts a shotgun in your face and says empty the register? That's how I see it. I don't know.
Not to
Taylor,
the
am I off? I don't know. Let me
No,
know.
because look, in my opinion, I personally feel that all of them should go to jail for what they did on Epstein Island and whatever cahoots they've been in when it comes to kitty
Mhm.
porn and kitty pedos and kitty shit. I think all of those people need to be wiped out first. And then we see the last three that we got. And then we go into their background story. Because my whole thing is this. I love how, even me included, because y'all know if I'm gonna talk shit, I'm gonna talk shit about everybody. I love how we can do so much fucking research and then for what? We ain't done shit. If we about to really be on some real shit, then I think we need to bring January 6th on Juneteenth. And I think everybody that's got a motherfucking problem need to go up there and really let them know we got a motherfucking problem. I just feel like we're at a point where if you are upset, then you need to do something about it for real, for real. I ain't trying to promote, I am actually. Fuck that. It's the motherfucking American way. If that's what we really want to talk about, shit, it's motherfucking America. We were fucking sitting here 13 fucking colonies decided to be badasses and say, you know what, fuck the bullshit. Where the fuck is that at? We some
Yeah.
pussies now if we really want to talk about it. Because this shit is insane that we are allowing this shit. Them niggas got mad over tea.
Yeah.
They
Tea
got mad
taxes.
over a tea tax. That's
Yep.
what pissed them off. Not the gas, not a horse and carriage tax, not motherfucking cobbler tax, not motherfucking street tax. No. Ben Franklin was in the fucking gutter trying to get electricity. Them niggas didn't even have a price tag on that shit yet. They weren't even mad about that. They were mad because they tea that they like to drink every day had an extra 3 cents added to it. And they said, you know what? Fuck that. I ain't got 3 shillings for this shit. Fuck that shit. What they do, they got in they motherfuckers. They didn't even have good masks, bro. They put literal ripped up bandanas over their faces and kicked tea into the fucking sea.
Well, and the crazy part about it is they try to make it look like they were Native Americans.
Okay, cool. So what? It's the fucking American way. There's got to be a little fucking America. Got to have a little racism in it. It got sprinkled in like parsley. Regardless, gas is $5 a gallon right now, bro. Houses are outrageously inaccessible for some. There is literally a white man playing with mosquitoes in Colombia that is releasing 30 million mosquitoes every week into the world. There are ticks in vegetables. I told y'all about them ticks a couple shows ago. There are literally ticks inside of vegetables right now. They're going to make lab created meat and have it to the point that you can't even eat a regular hamburger. People are fucking going missing, and everybody's a fucking finger thug right now. Y'all got more oomph to get in this bitch and get to typing some wild ass shit. Type. You need to type a fucking plane ticket and meet some niggas in DC. Do that. Because at this point, what the fuck is it going? What are we doing? We're not doing anything about it. Okay, we stopped voting. Okay, cool. Them niggas said, okay, cool. Y'all don't want to vote no more? We'll just take it away.
Yeah.
This man is literally on the verge of becoming Putin, a dictator. He is taking voting rights away. Tennessee just lost redistricting. Like, Memphis is pissed.
Yeah.
Memphis is pissed. Motherfuckers need to start succeeding. Last time we started succeeding, shit got changed. For real. Motherfuckers got a little upset.
Yeah.
Am I lying?
No.
History definitely repeats itself, but I'm so sad at the fact that it feels like this history ain't gonna hit like it need to hit because everybody's so caught up in the technology of the bullshit. No. How come white people get to do January 6th? Why we ain't doing January 6th? I'm just saying. Why we ain't got together and made a January 8th? I don't know. February 4th. Nigga, something. Shit, Juneteenth coming up. I think we should do a barbecue on the front house lawn. I mean, the White House lawn. That's what we should do. A sit-in barbecue.
Hell, you got places like Idaho, which are Idaho Falls, which are stripping away Juneteenth, and they're not going to observe it.
Do you feel what I'm saying? Like, the shit is insane, bro. And that's where we're at. We're gonna take a holiday away. Man, fuck that. I'ma still take the day off. Suck my dick. Like, what? That's crazy to me. To think that you gotta get an okay. You worrying about an okay from the fucking they just gave it to us 6 years ago. It ain't even been around long enough for me to even give a fuck if you take it back. I don't care. Take it back.
Oh, yeah, that's the goal, to take it back. I mean, I know that there are certain jobs out there that don't give it off, so
because it won't. It's not. We don't give a fuck about Juneteenth. If niggas want to get off work and do a barbecue, we just gonna take off work and do a barbecue. We don't need no special holiday. Thanks for giving us a couple extra dollars for it for a couple of years, but for real, like if we don't want to go to work, we're not going.
Honestly, I kind of miss honestly before it became a national holiday, I was fine with it. If you would have said that we were going to make it into a federal holiday, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, I wouldn't have had that big of a feeling either way on it, because growing up in Kansas City, Juneteenth was something that was celebrated regardless. It was celebrated city-wise. It was just a thing. And we just looked at some cities don't celebrate it. We do. And that's just how it is.
Look, out here, we had it. You know what I'm saying? We celebrated, and it was cool, in my opinion. And I don't know, I've always felt like this, and I just spoke about it in like the woo woo community. Like there are some things that just need to stay closed practice. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I don't know how others feel. If y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? I just feel things should be closed practice, especially when it comes to African American heritage, when it comes to Black history, when it comes to anything that dealt with the oppressed Blacks in this country. I feel it needs to
Mhm.
be a closed practice. Period. I don't want to fucking hang out with y'all on Juneteenth. Sorry.
It
I like
it
y'all.
it
I
it
like y'all
does
the day
it
before and the day after.
it does feel a little weird. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It does feel a little weird. I
Why would I
mean,
want to? Y'all got 4th of July. I'll catch you then. But like, I don't want to see y'all on Juneteenth. In my opinion, this gonna sound fucked up, but hey, y'all know I got a hard on in my bloodstream. Y'all should be at work. Fuck that. The slaves need the fucking day off. That's the fucking point of the day. White people having Juneteenth off, suck my dick. Making it a federal holiday, suck my dick, bro. That's crazy as a bitch. Hell no. Nah. John, Becky, Karen, Sharon, Susan, y'all need to go to fucking work. Get in the field. Literally. But no, no. Jamal, Tyrone, Shaquana, Rachel, come on. And yes, a Black girl named Rachel. But
oh
like,
yeah.
no, no,
What,
that
what,
shit.
what, well, here's the thing. This is how I feel on it. Like the people who was down with it before it became a federal holiday, white people and other who were down with it before it became a federal holiday. Okay, you cool. But
You
nah,
still going to
the
work.
the Johnny come latelys, I'm not. Yeah, like hearing Tom Hanks just talking about. I just learned about Tulsa a couple of years ago. It's like,
What?
oh, you didn't hear when he said that?
No, I know, but it's me looking at Tom Hanks like,
Yeah,
what?
I think now since the original comment was like 5 years ago, but like, or no, it was a couple of years before like the whole like Juneteenth thing was a holiday.
No, I hate this. Y'all don't need to be able to celebrate it, in my opinion. It's not for y'all to celebrate. Period. I'm sorry. Y'all feel how y'all want to feel. It's not for y'all to celebrate. I'll
And
catch
I'm
y'all 4th
like,
of July.
and
I'll
I'm
catch
like,
you on President's Day.
regardless of what y'all do federally or jobs or whatever, it's still going to be celebrated within the Black community. So do what you want with that.
Y'all can take it back. Shit. The fuck? Y'all took everything else back. DEI's gone, black votes gone, women's rights gone. I mean, shit, I don't give a damn. There's some other shit like we need to be focusing on. Fuck a holiday.
I'm
Fuck a
thinking
holiday right now.
myself personally, I'm gonna start taking it off just on a
I,
regular.
I always I always take it off. I always take Juneteenth off. Been taking Juneteenth off. I don't even take my birthday off, but I definitely take Juneteenth off. A day to put something on the grill? Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's something definitely. And I guess to transition there, I want to bring up some of the comments Shamanique asked about. I'll bring up a few of those because I know you've been following this because he's been going super viral right now.
Who?
Super viral. Chud the Builder.
Who's that? Is it the white boy calling people the hard R on purpose?
Yeah, him with the
Or
thick
he just pepper
mustache.
spray? Yeah, he just pepper sprayed a black dude.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on Chud the Builder? I haven't seen the Chamonix asked about the Amazing Lucas take. I haven't saw his video yet. I'm subscribed to him, and I know it's. I'll be getting to it. Well, he's done a couple of videos, so I'm trying to keep up with which one. I know he just released a new one, so I haven't seen that one yet. My thoughts on Chud the Builder. He's a clout chaser. That's mainly it. He's somebody who's bitter because he lost his career because some black lady called him out for a little racist rant he went on some years ago, and he lost his little business, and now he's trying to capitalize off of the racism stuff. That's the same thing with I can't remember her name, the Chad wife, the Trad wife chick who, Lily Gaddis. It's the same thing with her. I mean, all of them saw that one lady who made money off the GoFundMe, calling a little boy the N word, and so they see a blueprint. And I'm telling you, monkey see, monkey do. I think about
Sorry.
you like that, huh?
I did. I did. I like that. Good play on that. I like that.
I think about how many times, forgive me when I say this, but every time I hear some white guy, a lot of these white guys will recycle the same joke over and over and over and try to tell it like they're the one who created it. That's what she said. Bro, you still using that same fucking 1985 joke? Like, come on, bro. Come up with your own shit. Whoever was the first person said it, haha, that was really funny, but come on. Rest of y'all catch up. Do something better. Be more creative. Chris A says Chud the Builder. Yeah, if you don't know Chud the Builder is a goofy ass white boy who literally used to be a fairy.
He
I
was
think
a
you saw the
fairy.
pictures of him
Yeah,
dressed up like a
yeah.
fairy.
He was a fairy. Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he lost his job, this plumbing job, and basically his whole shtick now is he goes around areas and looks for black people to call them the N-word. And they're chimping out. They're chimping out. It's like, no, you are the chimp. And you're the one chimping out. These people are perfectly fine, going about their day. You're the one who is trying to provoke a reaction. You're the one that would be the definition of chimping out. You're the one who is, these people ain't worried about you. They weren't thinking about you. And I know that, yeah, just go to the wrong places. I mean, you may be Tennessee. Honestly, I put it this way. In all honesty, he can float around a lot of certain parts of the South and do this. Because I think there's still a little bit of that. We probably shouldn't do this because the man might. There's enough of that still going on. In the South with a lot of black people where they're not going to do too much. They worried about losing too much, or they worried about the cops coming down on them harder. Get out of Tennessee. Go do that shit in Harlem. Actually, no, Harlem done changed up. No, go do it in Brooklyn.
That's changed up too.
I mean, go do it in LA.
Dead ass.
Yeah, come do that in the wrong part of Watts. See what happened to you.
Well,
Do that in the black part of KC. See what happened to you.
He ain't found the right one yet. That's all.
Do that in Chicago. See what happened to you. Go do that in South Florida, like Fort Myers or something.
Duval County.
Yeah, go do that in Duval County. See what happened to you. Go over to the north side. Go over there. Go over near Moncrief or something. Go do it over there. See what happened to you.
Yet. That's all. He just ain't found the right one yet.
Go do that. Go do that in the ATL. There's places, you get into these certain places, and it's going to be a problem. You do that there. You can do this shit there. And think about it. Yeah, he in Tennessee. That's not a far drive to Atlanta. Go drive to Atlanta and do that. I guarantee you're going to find plenty of black people who are ready to crash out and throw it all away and put you on a t-shirt.
Baby, we'll do a fish fry spaghetti. Y'all let me know. Fish fry spaghetti dinner, baby. That's all I'm trying to figure out.
Go do that shit in Philly. See what happened. Go do it in West Philly. See what happened to you. Go do that in like Trenton, New Jersey or something. Let's see what happened to you.
Yes, T-Town. Let's
see what happened to you. I mean, there's places you can go that you can find out.
Matter of fact, I want you to go to O Block. Go to O Block. But that's the only thing.
Yeah, there you go, Meteor. Go to B More. Go do that in B More. Oh yeah, go there.
Go to Baltimore for sure. Go to Baltimore.
Go to anywhere in Detroit. Try that. Go over, what is that? 6 mile, 7 mile. Go do that over there. See that? Yeah. Go to East 99 in Cleveland. Go see what happened to you. Hey, go out to Gary, Indiana and try that.
Do it in front of Michael Jackson's house. Matter of fact, I want you to go do it in front of Michael Jackson's house right now. I promise you're not going to make it out. They about to moonwalk all over your ass.
So that's what I'm saying. You can get away with that in certain parts of Tennessee, certain parts of Alabama, certain parts of Mississippi. Some parts of Louisiana, I ain't gonna say New Orleans, some parts of Louisiana. But you start doing that in certain parts of New Orleans, Baton Rouge, you're gonna run into some problems.
You might not make it out.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I guarantee you, go do it like you said, do that in Duval. See what happened. I lived in Duval. I know. Hey, there's parts you can go, but you go over to the north side and try that mess. See what happened to you. Says South Jackson, Mississippi. Oh, yeah. That's where Jackson State is at. My cousin went to school out there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go do it out there. Oh yeah, Shreveport. I'm surprised Ladarius didn't throw that out. Ladarius people's from Shreveport. I mean, there's places where he can do that little shtick, and he does that in without like living in Tennessee, looking at the areas that he do that in, he can get away with it there because
He's strategic.
It's strategic. These are more like, I'm trying to think of how do I relate it to most people. It's like going to your town square, wherever that is, your commercial district, wherever your commercial district is, and whatever towns and cities that you are near, and do that there. You already know that there's a pretty high police presence, so most people are not about to do too much in those areas in general. You know that there's a lot of cameras on you, so you're not doing too much in those areas. So he can play those kind of games there. I just think Chud the Builder, if he was really, really about that life, he go to like, I don't like this dude who I'm about to mention, but I give him more credit. Johnny Somali. This dude went to Korea by himself, disrespecting Koreans out in the open to their face. Now he's paying the consequences for it, but I give him way more respect because it took a little bit more, testicle fortitude to do some shit like that. What he did.
Thank you, Bad Cookies. Happy Mother's Day to your mom and sister. Sorry.
Yes, definitely happy
Cookie.
Mother's Day to all those mothers there.
Cookies just popped in for a second. Thank you.
I would say I don't disagree with you, Meteor Dreams. I'm just saying when you run up in another person's area where they have a majority and you try that, it's a little bit different. Like I do think I agree with you. They probably need to be humble, but I don't believe in disrespecting people's cultural sites either.
No, but at the end of the day, Southside DC, he ain't. At the end of the day, he's very strategic with what he does. Obviously, it's for the views. Obviously, if you know who you are or who he is, you know he not really asking for that smoke for real. He don't want that smoke for real. Because at the end of the day, if he really did, I want you to start posting where you finna be at then. Let
yeah, because then you'll have them pull up.
Come find you, because then we can pull up on you, and I want you to do it then. Because now you're gonna be on a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna ask your mama what size she need, large, extra large, and does she want it on white or black? Because you will be on a t-shirt at the end of that.
Shoot, it's parts of yeah, that's right. There it's I don't know if you heard of Jay Williams. I watch his content, and he do his prison stories. And
no, but I watch Ali Shaheed.
I'll send him I'll send you some of his videos. A white dude. He's a real good storyteller. Anyway, he talked about a lot of the prisons that he served in all through Virginia area.
Oh, I really want to hear that because I'm banned from all of, right, Marcus?
Oh Lord.
I never told you that story. It's alleged, of course. But yeah, at 19, I got banned from every prison in the state of Virginia. Still to this day. I'm indefinitely banned. I wrote them in 2015. I think I got banned in 09. And in 2015, 2016, I wrote to see if I could get my visits reinstated. If I could come back and see some of my homies, and they was like, stop writing this. Like, seriously. Like beforehand, I was getting like letters from like the warden of that specific place, and then they went and got like the big time warden of the state, and he hand wrote me a letter. It was like, don't ever write us again. You're never getting it. Thanks, John.
Shout out to John. Always good to see you. It's like how you get banned from prison. There's a couple of different ways. There's a couple of different ways.
I'll give you three. I'll give you three of them, and if you can pick which one I did, then I'll tell you yes or no. So one way is sending drugs in the mail. You know what I'm saying? Sending drugs,
Hmm.
illegal contraband, things of that nature. Another way is sending kites from one prison to another and inciting a riot, causing four people to get murdered. And then another one is doing wild shit at the prison during visits. No, cell
Hmm.
phones. Honestly, cell phones don't get you banned.
Nope. I think
They
you. I
don't.
think you did. I think you did number two. I'm just saying.
That was kind of specific, won't it? Won't that one kind of specific? No.
Well, yeah. If you doing something that's going to possibly incite violence for multiple inmates and cause the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Because
Allegedly,
and
that's
the
what
reason
happened.
why you'll get banned is because they'll be like, even if the person, because how them systems work is people get moved around a lot, and so yeah, you might have did something dealing with this person in say Williamsburg, but
Hmm.
now that person is moved over to this other spot over here.
Hmm.
They play prison merry-go-round. People get moved around a lot for various different things.
Hmm.
Sometimes that's just they didn't have PC, so they had to move you for that. You have medical issues. You might have asked for because maybe you have a family member who's going to be who needs to
Traveling to
visit
see
you
you,
that
so
got
they got to be
medical
close.
issues or can't travel to be close. Yeah, there's various reasons that they can get you moved to different places.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why they'll be like, you know what, you messed up here, you're banned from all.
I was just out trying to. I was just a little 19-year-old girl just trying to see her little boo thing. Got locked up when he was 16. I was 16 when he got locked up. I was just trying to see my little boo thing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Things got a little wicked. Next thing I know, couldn't see him no more.
But
But now I want to hear his stories because if he
man,
did time at like Red Onion, Nottaway,
he did
Greenville.
all the place. He some place called the Wall. Are you familiar with the Wall?
Yes. Oh my God. Send me his shit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. The
The
mountain.
story, man. He got stories, man.
Yeah, man, because the mountain is crazy. That's Red Onion.
Because he was talking
Um,
about he been locked up in Virginia, DC, and Philly.
hmm.
He been locked up a handful of places.
Damn.
And so
He know
now,
some
yeah,
things.
he's whoo. All I know is he tells an entertaining story and lets me know. Yeah, I ain't gonna complain about my 9 to 5. I do not want no part of that life.
Nah, man.
I
That
want
shit ruined that
no
shit.
part of that life that he be talking about. Gosh. But I mean, if ever, you because you never know, you could live a perfectly clean life and a wrong place, wrong time. Somebody put the finger on you, and now you going down for something you didn't do. I mean, I look at it as that's the
Hmm.
story. I don't know if y'all heard of Hurricane. Denzel played him in the movie
Hmm.
about his life where he gets falsely convicted, incarcerated, and spent like what was it 27 years in prison.
20. Yeah, I was about to say 20, 25, 27, something like that.
Yeah, and then they finally found out, oh, he didn't do it, and let him out.
Yeah.
John says, my brother-in-law was in prison in Georgia so often the family started saying he was in college again.
Hey, my friends used to say that too. My friend said he was in the military. He was deployed. My friend, one of my homeboys, said that he was in college. That's what his family would say too. Like, nah, homie in college.
Mhm.
I'm like, that nigga was dumb as a box of bricks. Man, ain't no shit in college.
Mm.
Crazy world, man.
Yeah,
Sorry,
crazy word.
Jackie. Sorry,
That's
Jackie.
that's
Jackie
what
was
he
like,
that's what he says honestly at the end of his show. A crazy world. It's just one of them crazy world within a crazier world we living in, and tying it back to the political matrix. I want to respond to Jackie's comment here that she had said earlier. She said, "Sounds like a good idea to have a good trading relationship with China." Sorry for the rough transition, but um, I got a good answer for that. The reason why is as much as the Western world talks about capitalism and competition, that is the one thing they do not actually believe in. They do not believe in competition. And that's the reason why they have such a big problem with China, because China poses real competition for economic dominance. And because they fear playing on a fair playing field, they got to try to, cut China off before China can get stronger. And I think it's a fool's errand. I think every move that they're making is, no pun intended, but kind of like a Chinese finger trap. Every bit of squirming that they do is locking them
Making it
tighter in
tighter.
the trap. This whole and I know that when we talk about the whole Iran war, um, we focus on it from Israel's push for this, and that is one major token of it. But like I always say, that there's multiple reasons why they do these things, and one side of that token why they do this has to do with China's relationship with Iran, and they think that is another proxy war where they can help, slow China down or give China pause or make them struggle in some way, which all you're doing is helping them out. Because if you think about this, China's China's EVs are way better than most of the other EVs that are out there. All you're doing is forcing all your allies to start bringing in more Chinese products. And since most of the manufacturing bases of all the European countries moved all their labor, which became sweatshops, since they moved that to most of these Asian countries, and many of them work in the sphere of China and work through China and have to deal with China, they've been reverse engineering all of the technologies that's been sent over there. So you've allowed a country that was far behind you to catch up leaps and bounds because you didn't understand what you were losing by
Outsourcing.
thinking you're by outsourcing. You
And
looked at
thinking you were too good to do the work. That's another thing,
yeah.
because it's not even like they outsourced it to make, they outsourced it on one mind frame to make more and have better production. You know what I'm saying? But then you outsourced it because you lazy, bitch. And now look at your
It's
lazy
called
ass.
penny wise pound foolish.
Come on.
You sit up there and you worried about cutting dollars here and not realizing how much money you're losing on the
You're
back end.
losing in the long, yes, because now look at your stupid ass. Now they got
Hmm.
now they hit to what, and I had never understood that either. Is like, why would you give the blueprint of your foundation to get you a leg up to somebody else, regardless if it was China, India, anybody? Why
Well,
the
we got
fuck would you go
well,
ahead?
you got, but Till, we got to keep in mind. See, we thinking in our mindset, we got to put on that other hat.
I
When you
can't, because
think,
that
when
hat
you
don't fit.
think, when you think that you're superior to other people, you don't think that they're going to be smart enough to reverse engineer technology like you would do.
They make
They're
the
not
calculator,
smart.
bitch.
They're not smart enough to figure that out.
Asians made calculators and firecrackers.
Well, they made a lot of our electronics.
That's what I'm saying. They made the calculator with the fucking beads, bitch. They made it out of beads. They made calculators out of beads, and then they made Pokemon. The fuck are you talking about? They created Pokemon, Digimon, calculators, PS5s. I ain't seen America make anything as good as a PS5. Xbox is trash. And that's still being outsourced by another country. That's not here.
Well, think about it. The last stuff that was made out, and I'm not even sure where was Atari made. I think Atari is Japanese also.
It's Japanese. It ends with an I. Yeah, it's Japanese.
I'm gonna double check myself real quick. Atari. So
Thank you, Bulla. They even made the made in China fucking labels. They make the y'all. Just so y'all know where it came from. Just to let you know, we made it. Your laptop, we made that. Your cell phone, we made that.
yes,
That's all.
Atari is Japanese. But this is the problem. Like all the computer games and all of this stuff and a lot of this tech, once it
Hope that
got
shit
put
done.
out there, they hopped in there and they was like, "Yo, hey, we like this field." And because of their government, this is another thing that cracks me up about capitalism. capitalism, what happens eventually is you have monarchies, and I mean not monarchies, but monopolies. Wrong, got my M's mixed up. But well, monopolies do often lead to monarchies,
Hmm.
in a sense. But this is what they've done because of the monopolies. What happens is a market sits on top and it's forced to not evolve. It doesn't have to create new platforms. It doesn't have to come up with better business models because everybody has to go through them. Well, what happens when your government only cares about innovation and doesn't care about corporate profits? When they only care about innovation and your government pushes the innovation, which leads to socialism, which socialism and communism and democratic socialism and all those things do, it leads for a more advanced society just in general, because the state is going to always do what's in the better interest of the state, not the shareholder. So shareholders don't care. They'll pollute the air, whatever, and just pump out the same products over and over and over and over and over. Never invest in improvement. When you are dealing with socialism or communism, you're looking around at things getting better and you falling behind. And what are you going to do to compete? You're going to try to figure out how to be better, not just how to sell more profit. And thus why America doesn't like competition, because they know when you put their product, i.e., the top what electric car, whatever, would be Tesla. You put that against the BYD, and BYD smokes it out the water every single time, literally and figuratively, because one of them
It
can
can
drive
fucking
in
go
water.
underwater. Yes.
So therein is why they would never have a relationship with China, because the moment they let China into the markets without tariffs and all that, it will dominate. Thus,
And
the same reason which happened if you go back to integration into major league sports in America. They didn't want integration. And what happened when they did get integration? They got
Texas
dominated
started
by all the other
smacking
people.
that ass.
All the
Jackie.
black and brown people came in and started taking
Ichiro.
over.
Hey, and the Asians, Ichiro, let's never not give Ichiro his
Well, I'm saying
motherfucking
even
props.
before he came along,
But remember
before
how you were, but wait, I want to throw out the fact. Remember how hard it was for the Mariners to even get that motherfucker? They
uh-huh.
was trying to stop him at the door. Ichiro was the first Asian to really come in and dominate shit, and they knew it. They was like, we can't have this.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Ichiro kicked in the door for, I'm blanking on his name right now, for the Dodgers.
Yes,
Otani.
but that
He
yes.
kicked in the
Yes, he
door
did.
for Otani and those like him right now.
So yeah, let's
But
never forget.
and you know that brown hat that you guys will see me wear sometimes, that KC hat. It's actually a Negro League hat. For the Kansas City Monarchs, which was the Negro League baseball team. Um, and I don't know if you guys can see sometimes when the brim is, because the brim sits up like that. And on the brim, there's writing on it. I'm gonna read to you guys what the writing says on it, because on the side of it, it's actually a logo of all the Latin American teams which were playing in the Negro Leagues, because not only black people were blackballed from playing in Major League Baseball, Latinos also. Now, some that were kind of more white passing would kind of be able to float into the league, but for the ones who weren't, they strictly played their whole career in the Negro Leagues. And so, what it says literally on the hat is, together they overcame issues of segregation, racism, depression, and language to break many cultural barriers. And so that's what'll happen. You start allowing other people, you can't have this whites only club anymore, because when there's actual competition that's the best competition will rise to the top. And they didn't want that in sports. They didn't want that in the business world. They didn't want that in corporate America. And they definitely don't want to compete with other countries. So that's why these Western orders are so much against allowing real competition from other nations, other ideologies, all of that. So that's sorry if that was a long-winded response to explaining that, but that's why they don't want that competition. That's why they don't want to do business with China. And that's why they will always demonize China, even though every little thing that they say negative about China or Russia is they're doing the same shit. And what's up, old man Barker, by the way? But yeah, they doing the same shit. They're just gonna demonize others.
Yep.
Oh, but I guess we're going ahead and move on to one topic, which I wanted to hold this topic off definitely until you got in the building. I know that you have definitely been paying attention to this, probably more than the rest. Uh,
Six. No, I'm playing.
and I'll say I'll be careful the way we word things on this. And I'll kind of give my viewpoint on what I think is going on too. But on the Hantavirus, your thoughts too.
Oh my God. Don't fucking get me started on that already, Marcus, because I'm ready.
Well,
I got the
I
Google
know it's
aspect.
Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day, so we weren't gonna go too long today. And let y'all know when I hop off of here, I'm uploading an old school video, so y'all have some extra content, and I'll start working on videos. So it's gonna be a couple of videos coming out this week, most definitely. And I also want to see that poll. Hopefully, you guys are voting on that poll because I want to know: do y'all want me to do some of that political content on here? If not, I can hold it from my other channel. Just let me know. But yeah, Teal, Hantavirus, take it away.
Okay, first off, I just want to let y'all know if I was the president, I'd probably want to be a dictator too. So I get where Trump trying to go with this, having all the power, turning into Homelander type vibes. I get it. But like you telling me we got three motherfuckers sick on this motherfucking boat and they didn't have them sleeping with the fishes before they rolled the hell in. They didn't blow up that fucking ship. Like what? And I know that's gonna be like, oh my God, see, that is terrible. That's so insensitive. Is it?
Thank you,
Eh,
Jackie. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
um, Happy Mother's Day, Jackie. I don't know if you got babies, but if you
Mhm.
have babies, dog babies, all the babies, Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to your mom, sisters, any females in your family. Happy Mother's Day, Jackie. So yeah, like, okay, first off, hantavirus, right? First, it's on the back of your Lysol can. So
Oh
obviously they've
shoot.
been knowing about it. Part two, hantavirus, right? A couple years ago, I read an article that 2019, right before COVID hit, they were doing a goddamn research on it. Research on hantavirus like spiked in 2019, right before COVID. And funny as it is, the same states where these motherfuckers went back to, Virginia, Colorado, Arizona, Texas, were where they were doing the fucking research in 2019. I found the fucking report. And they were like, oh yeah, these fucking rats carry hantavirus a lot better than these fucking rats. And it happens to be in the state of Virginia, blah, 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 all this other shit. So I already read about it too. But then y'all tell me it's out in the ocean where it can't come back, and y'all let it come back. Okay. I know during I know we done seen the tweet where old boy said it in 2022 that Hampton was gonna come back after COVID ended, blase blase, all this there, this and the third. Hey Marcus, please tell Chris H where the poll is. Um,
Oh, I just put it up. Sorry.
Thank you. So like that part of it, I don't that part is gonna lead into my other part. So just pause on that one, y'all. So hantavirus should have stayed out in the ocean. We should have blew the shit up. Sorry, casualties. Oh, I mean shit. America be blowing up babies in schools and shit. The fuck is a cruise ship gonna bother you? Nevertheless, part two of this is if Mariah's in here and she's a woo-woo girl like myself, I just want to bring this up. So if y'all know all the little, what I'm saying, conspiracy theories, I never pronounced this right. I don't know if somebody can put it in the chat. Maybe Marcus, you can help me pronounce this right. The
Mhm.
anachronochrome, and
Adrenochrome.
adrenochrome. Thank you, adrenochrome. What does adrenochrome like feed off of? Fear.
Fear.
Thank you. Adrenochrome feeds off of fear. Okay. Now, if y'all believe in what the fucking elites be doing and sucking the adrenochrome out of babies and kids and all that other wild ass shit, you know what I'm saying? That's the hentai virus. I can't wait for the hentai virus because I feel like I already got bit by that bug because I've been a hentai fan for years. So I definitely got hentai virus, not the hantavirus, whatever it's called. But nevertheless, so adrenochrome is built off of fear. Now, my brother has just recently made me start watching Welcome to Deary, okay, which is about it. I've read the books on it. You got to understand that there are other it entities in Stephen King's universe. There's one that feeds off of laughter, but it feeds off of fear. If you know anything about Stephen King's it, that's how he gets stronger. Is once the kids get a preview of him and they scary, boom, he gets stronger. He can do more. Back to the adrenochrome. Boom. Feeds off of fear. White people know that. The elites know that. The lizard people know that. Okay. Boom. Hantavirus really sounds like, I know it sounds like hentai, but to me, it sounds like haint. In voodoo, and black, come on, you know where I'm going with this. In voodoo, and African cultures, in the South, you would paint your porch blue or have blue bottles at the entrance of your home so that a haint spirit could not come into your house. A haint feeds off of fear. A haint is the paralysis demon in the corner of your room. That is a haint. Okay?
And then the salt, tell them about the salt too.
You put salt at your door frame so that a haint can't cross into the threshold of your home. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is all things that I'm like believing. So am I believing that people aren't getting sick? No, I believe people were getting sick during COVID too. I just don't believe it was COVID, because I'll tell you in a heartbeat, how many people do you personally know died from COVID?
Or from the plague?
From the plague. Because this ain't shit but the plague again. COVID was the plague via wings, because a bat ain't nothing but a rat with wings. Now we got hentai, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's coming from a rat. Like, it's literally the Black Plague all over again. But what are they going to do?
That's what the Black Plague was, yeah.
They're going to feed you with this fucking fear. Watch it, John.
You hear what you see what John? You see what John said?
I did, but don't do that. But okay, don't do that. But okay, they're gonna feed you with this fear of, oh my God, we let it back in the country. Oh my God, such and such might have it. Oh my God, quarantine. First thing they're gonna have y'all do. Now they're dividing and conquering, because they're gonna make it so that you hate your neighbor. They're gonna make it so that you hate people in the store. You get what I'm saying? This is all a distraction for whatever the fuck else they got going on. Because y'all saw that they just dropped, hey, y'all, we know where the aliens and shit is at. Obviously, you just killed all the fucking scientists that told us about them 3 months ago. Little white girl was online talking about the HP 47s and the HP 52s. And here y'all come this week talking about, oh yeah, HP 47, HP 52, you know, they real. They real as shit. Well, where the white girl at that told us about it? Because that bitch disappeared. She missing. Exactly. It's just a new fucking flu. But what is it going to do? It's going to cause that division. They saw how y'all acted, not y'all, not us, not the people watching the show. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But they saw how niggas was acting when COVID dropped. What happened? They literally started treating each other like we was in a fucking concentration camp. Motherfuckers was tittle-tattling on motherfuckers wearing masks or not, like it was fucking Anne Frank at everybody's doorstep. The shit was crazy. All because of fear. The weak motherfuckers went and got that fucking vaccine. They know who will and won't get the vaccine now. They know who won't get the vaccine now. And what they gonna tell you? Well, if you don't get it, you finna die for real. No, this is way worse than COVID. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. All about fear, bro. They eating this shit up. They eating this shit the fuck up. In my opinion, I feel that the elites are definitely putting this shit in play because they need more adrenochrome. Whatever the fuck it's called, okay?
Adrenochrome.
Thank you. Adrenochrome. All this shit is fear-based. Everything is fear-based. If you know anything about the immune system, fear suppresses your immunity. Having fear in you makes you have less immunity. You can't fight a cold if you're feeling like it's taking you under. I've lived in a fucking household where I've had nothing but women tell me all the time, because you're spiritual, you never say I'm sick. You say I'm getting well. I'm getting better. You may feel like dog shit today. Yeah, I feel like dog shit today, but I'm getting better. I never tell nobody I'm getting sick, because I'm not. I'm getting better. I already got sick, obviously. So yes, I'm getting better. I'm getting well. I'm turning the other head of this coin. XYZ. It's always uplifting it. And I'm less sick than most.
And it's interesting that you mentioned that, because I saw I think I'm gonna do a video on this, where this young man, he has what I think it was an apple. He did it with 3 apples.
Oh, and he screamed at one, praised the other, and did nothing to one. Baby, Same thing. People need to pay attention that words are spells. Spells have power. What you say comes through you first before it affects others. So remember that. And that's what
That's
I have
why
to say about the hantavirus because I
they
feel
always
like
say,
this.
"Be careful what you name your kids."
Yes. If y'all know anything from the last episode that we had with that crazy person that I think is probably sucking dick on the fucking golden Trump statue, and I say what I said and I'll tell it to his face too. I know he probably sucking dick on that Mar-a-Lago golden Trump statue any fucking way. But if y'all ever noticed the last episode that we had 3 people on this motherfucker, you would hear that I have lost my son. I lost my son right before I lost my mom. So of course today is a very hard day for me, and I'm quick to tell somebody in a heartbeat. If your mama and your son ain't sitting on the same show, don't talk to me. Because my mama and my son are literally sitting on the same shelf in the same in 2 different urns sitting right next to each other. Okay. But if y'all know, I will say my son's name almost every day. His name was Midas. Be careful what you name your children because I take pride in knowing that my son's name is going to be Midas Sampson. And I know if y'all know the stories of both of those men, that's exactly why he was going to have that name. Okay. So be mindful of what you name your kids, name your dog. Shit, my dog's name is Medusa. Shit, everything has meaning. And them putting out this fucking crazy rhetoric, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they came back. And then they giving you the play-by-play of these motherfuckers on this ship. I ain't never seen this much on a cruise ship in my motherfucking life. Why we ain't getting the play-by-play about them 28 pedophiles on the fucking Disney cruise that was touching on kids and taking videos and all that other weird ass shit, distributing goddamn child porn? We not getting the play-by-play of them motherfuckers, are we? No, but every day you getting up in the New York motherfucking Times is telling you exactly where these motherfuckers is at. Well, the motherfucker that went back to Colorado off the fucking cruise ship just went to Harris Teeter today. I don't give a fuck. What about them 28 fucking pedos? What about the pedos in the White House? What about the pedos on the government? Like, what about y'all couldn't give me the play-by-play that was happening in Memphis when they redistrict that? But y'all giving me
Or
y'all
Virginia.
Know, or Virginia. Baby, it's getting nasty out here, Marcus. It is getting nasty out here. But like at all whatsoever, like the shit is crazy. Y'all can give me a play-by-play on some stupid shit. I don't give a fuck about the UFOs. Them niggas ain't coming to pick me up, and they ain't dropping the gas price for me to go up there. So I don't give a fuck about ET and his cousins. But at the end of the day, what I need to know is what the fuck is going on with my tax dollars.
Yeah.
Who am I funding? What am I funding? Am I funding y'all to fuck kids still? Like this shit is crazy. But y'all want me to give a fuck about a new virus this year. Get out of here.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go back to my thoughts is I'm gonna go back to what John said. John said it here. He said somebody in office has a list of possible distractions for the public and the Epstein class running through them. And I'm not saying that the stuff that they bring up is not a real thing. I'm saying that they can make a story be a front page story. I guarantee you, we probably had, I don't know how many of these cases, stuff like this happening that happened in God knows what country. That probably happened a couple of months ago. We didn't hear a word about it. Don't even know what happened. But for some reason, right now, it's convenient for this to be everywhere, everybody to be covering it. And then when they talk about, here's the details I'm not hearing though. What was the health status of the people who died of this thing already?
Come on.
What was their immune system? What was their immune system situation? What was going on with this? I heard one of the ladies was literally like watching rats and birds and all this stuff like that in close proximity to it. So she playing around in this stuff basically. And they're like, oh my God, it's so much dangerous or whatever. Well, think about this. If you want to know why stuff would move, because I heard somebody talking about this and they were covering it about how it spreads. Because one of the guys said, well, it's 17%, higher risk of spreading it, and if you're a couple, because more than likely you're going to be intimate. What? So constantly, whatever you're doing intimate, you're spreading the germs back and forth. And I said the reason why it would spread more on a cruise ship than anywhere else is these people are literally trapped on one place. They can't go nowhere. You take one person who got any kind of cold, any kind of flu or something, something that's contagious that can be spread, and let them go to the common areas. They're going to go to the food court where everybody goes. Then they're going to turn
Hello.
around and go to the gym. Then they're going to go to the shuffleboard.
Mhm.
Everybody on that ship has a higher probability of catching it because they're all going to these same places over and over and over. You can face somebody with the most contagious disease ever. And if you only go into that place and share that space with them once, not a high probability you're going to catch what they had. But yeah, put them on a cruise ship. Of course, it's going to spread fast.
Because there's
That's
nowhere to fucking go.
that's what happens when you look at these wars in these prison camps. Whenever you throw all of these people together in this small camp and one person gets sick, that illness flies through everybody. And that's what happens when you start looking back into the Black Plague and all these things like that. The proximity of everybody to each other. Also, you go into piss poor hygiene in that time period in general, but the way how people interacted, people were going to the same place to get water. People were going to the same marketplace, the bazaars that they were going to, and it spread through that way, or cross contamination with animals and all those different things like that. There's ways that these things all happen, and since the plague in the 2020s, early 2020s, since then there have been how many things that have popped up that have not really spread into some kind of mass thing. But for some reason, this one here, they really want us to be focused on it. Why? What's going on right now? You have a president who is gotten himself basically into a trying to think what's the best word to describe it. He's gotten himself into a horrible situation. And by getting himself into this horrible situation, he has no way to get himself out of it and no way to distract. So what do? They keep popping up random stuff. UFO story here, scientists missing there. Oh, there's this new virus that we need to be worried about on the cruise ship.
Mhm.
They need to find a way to change the story. And somebody said it best. I don't remember who I was listening to. And shout out, I see Kate is in the building. What's up, Kate? Glad to see you here. They
What's up?
said Trump, well, what Trump is used to in dealing with TV is Trump is used to creating a story. And he's used to when he was at NBC, they're like, hey, well, however you want to spin this story, okay, they're going to come in, you're going to do that, you're going to yell at this person. Here's the task, winner. It wraps up. You got a show, you got a story. Trump realizes this is not a good story. What's going on right now? You're in Iran. You're not getting anywhere. You're blowing billions of dollars. You're losing more and more of the people. Oh, it was Tim Dillon, and he was talking about people are tuning out. People are not wanting to listen to your soap opera anymore. And so what he's doing is he's trying new things to try to re-engage people. Also, I was one of those people, I wasn't really in the camp of Trump has dementia. Let him warming up to it because when I heard him in the White House and describing very graphically about people getting shot in the face in front of like what 10, 11 year olds, like either this man is starting to lose a little bit or maybe the fact of he's just not that bright in general. And I've always thought this is not a very smart man. He's not smart. He understands a few things and he has some good instincts on those few things, but overall, he's kind of a dumbass. But here's something that I gotta put into to play also. When dealing with dementia, one of the things that leads you faster towards it is not being cognitively sound. So that can make you hit it sooner. Also, combining stress, lack of sleep, and then uh being
Sugar, your health, your app, what you ate, because
what you ate.
Alzheimer's and dementia is like, and just like cancer, if you have too much sugar in your diet or you drink too much alcohol that was sugar based, i.e., bourbons, cognacs, whiskeys, things of that nature, the deposit in your brain allows you to be more susceptible.
Well, another
Sorry.
thing that they were saying really big is about the what is it about losing gray matter? And one of the ways where you lead faster into losing gray matter is people who have learning disabilities when it comes to reading. And typically people who
Jesus.
can't read, it leads to loss of gray matter faster and leads you to dementia and Alzheimer's. And like my grandfather was a perfect example. He only went to school to up to the second grade, dropped out, couldn't read very well. And
Okay.
that happened with him. He ended up having Alzheimer's. No, he had dementia, and my grandmother also ended up having dementia.
And you're
But
absolutely right,
granted,
Accord Lord,
they
because
had it they had it in their upper 80s when they had it. He's having
so
his right at
right now,
80. Yeah.
Accord Lord, yes, you most alcohols are sugar alcohols except for tequila. Tequila comes from the agave plant, which does not fuck with your blood sugar, does not deposit alcohol, etc., so on and so forth. That's why I'm a tequila drinker. I don't drink anything that has sugar because heck, I can't drink anything with sugar because sugar alcohols make me sick.
Mhm.
Seriously, that's most likely why you get hangovers,
Yep.
XYZ. We can get the alcohol class later, but I'm a tequila drinker. And if motherfuckers drunk more tequila instead of kicking them out, you probably won't have as much dementia,
Mhm.
motherfucker. But I also want
Right
to
here,
throw,
what Michael says: reading equals neuroplasticity.
yes, it
Yes,
does.
and John said it. Where was it? No, a core lore. The brain is a muscle. It needs to be worked out. If you are not using your brain, you are going to start losing it.
Yeah, just like
Any,
everything
any,
else. Any
anything
muscle.
you don't use, you will lose.
Yeah. And I just want
So,
to throw out the fact this is a sidebar, Marcus. I hope that you like appreciate this, but I broke this shit down for my assistant last week, and I had forgotten I had this statement like sitting in the back of my brain.
mhm.
So the movie 300, okay,
Right,
everybody
right,
knows that the
right.
movie 300 was about Spartans, right? And they were like, oh my god, the Spartans, they were amazing, they were the bee's knees. If they were still living, if they didn't die because of the Persians' hands, right? We probably would
Mhm.
be speaking Spartan right now. Ain't gonna hold you because we still use the military tactics that the Spartans used in 2026. You know what I'm saying? They are the fundamentals of our military, right? Why did the Spartans? Okay, Marcus, based off the movie, why did the Spartans get taken over? Why did they lose?
Technically, they got taken over because of actually they got taken over by inside because the Macedonians actually came in and pushed him out
But
to a
wait,
degree.
to a degree, right? But if we're
Mhm.
talking about the movie, why did the Spartans lose in the movie? Are y'all ready?
Oh, you're talking about the first band of 300
The first band of 300,
by
why did they
betrayal.
lose? Okay, now in the beginning of the movie, what did they tell you? They said they were having these boy babies. If they shook that little motherfucker upside down by his ankle, he won't strong. They what? Chuck that bitch off the
They
mountain.
chuck him out. Yeah, yeah.
Right? And if they was a little
Discard
hard R-ish,
discard the perceived weak.
right? Okay. Keep holding on. Follow with me. Who betrayed them? The only motherfucking weak motherfucker they didn't chuck off that goddamn mountain. The hard R with the big old hump. He just wanted to have bitches rub on his hump. He sold the whole fucking family secret, did he?
Hmm.
All right. Why ain't nobody chuck Donald Trump off that motherfucking mountain? Our whole fucking country about to get backdoored because his stupid dementia having ass didn't get chucked. 300 taught us that we needed to not let the hard R's live. We got to chuck them bitches off the mountain. If we don't chuck them off the mountain, we get Donald Trump in office. Be more like how 300 should have been. Chuck them.
Uh, that's
Sorry, chuck
funny.
them.
Like the video that I got that I was looking at it, I was like, you know what, it's perfect to put back up because I got a couple of those older videos that I first started out because when I first started doing this channel, Political Matrix, I did start out short content, kind of giving some more philosophical takes on how I saw things, and maybe it didn't necessarily go with the day to day news. And I realized I need to start doing more of that because I think we're getting more and more of a society of idiocracy.
Ooh, we. These
And
motherfuckers can't read, Marcus.
well, even more than even the ones who can read, people are not reasoning. I mean, I look at it like this: when I see some of these content creators, and I'll listen to them, and Um, Especially a lot of these who voted for Trump and who are now having regrets.
Nah, bitch.
You saw how do you say you didn't see any of this coming? How is that possible? You can see that this man wasn't intelligent. That's clear as day. Everybody's known that he's not intelligent. You can see by his limited vocabulary.
Because he
That's
knows a
somebody.
lot. He knows a lot of
That's
things about
yeah.
things.
You can see by the fact that he overbrags everything. Everything is the greatest, the best. When you use those adjectives all the time, it's lazy salesman talk, over promising, under delivering. And if you look at his history, and what blows my mind is so many businessmen and so many people who have got some level of success, which have fell to this. Now, you will sit there and have your entry level employee go through 4 interviews to get through the door for you to pay them a little above minimum wage. But somebody who is going to affect this whole entire nation and this entire world, that's going to have the power of the nuclear codes and all that, it's good enough for you that you think he'd be fun to have a beer with. I mean, that's what I mean by the logic that we have in this country, and why people are why we're running into the problems that we're running into for some of the most consequential decisions that we have to make. People are making them on the most flippant of things.
Marcus, can I throw this in? Can I throw this in?
Yeah.
I've seen motherfuckers care more about their fan do parlay than they care about who's in office representing us right now. That should really bother everyone.
Yeah.
And I don't do fan do parlays, but I've just watched men, like I watch men in my like immediate circle, both on an educational aspect, men that have got their PhDs, master degrees, can read the dictionary, they can read, they read new books every month, book club motherfuckers. And I've seen motherfuckers that probably also got banned from the Virginia Department of Corrections. I've seen them take more care in who they put their money on FanDuel that they've never met a day in their life. They know the statistics of these niggas, but can't tell me the statistics of our government officials. Granted, they can't even tell me who's running for office. And I saw Alex say, fuck this, I ain't voting for no motherfucking body. I feel you, boo. But at the end of the day, I at least need to know, do you fuck on kids?
Yeah.
You know, is you fucking on kids? Do you steal from your business? Are you embezzling money? Something? How do you feel about Project 25? Do you believe it? Do you not believe it? Like, can you read, bitch? Before you get to represent my state, can you read? Do you beat your wife? Are you about to commit suicide? Did you hear about one of the dudes over here? One of our government officials fucking did a murder suicide, killed his wife, killed himself. Are you on the brink of doing that?
Yeah.
But no, we don't give a fuck that much. It just looks good for TV, or it looks good for whatever it is that we trying to portray. But y'all take more pride in who y'all putting y'all money on right now. And that's crazy to me.
And that's what I'm trying to bring up more than anything. Yeah, I see. I guess I'll rephrase. Michael says it's not the world, it's the society. It's the society that controls the world, though. It's a society which is deciding most of the things for most of the people who live on this earth. So that's the reason why I say the world. Granted, this society's influence is overreaching. That's the reason why I throw it into the world. Granted, I know everybody in the world is not low education and low IQ and all that. I know that. I'm just saying the powers that be that are running things. Yes, I'll follow my sports here and there, but I'm not spending more money focusing on this random thing that doesn't have actually any importance more than the things that affect my life. That just doesn't make sense at all. And that's the problem that I believe that we're having in general. And so yeah, I guess that's what I have to say on that. I mean, I can end it off there for me. I don't want to keep anybody too long today. Definitely don't. But I don't know, Till.
Oh no,
Anything you got to
I
say,
did.
or anything you got? I land my plane. I'll let you take off.
Oh, first off, I did what I needed to do. I took my mom's ashes to the ocean. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I just needed to get that off today. I didn't know if we were starting at 5 or not, but I wanted to do it
Oh,
before
okay.
the sun went. I just wanted to make sure I did it before the sun went down.
Got you.
Um,
Got you.
but knowing that I work in the school district in Virginia that has the lowest reading rate, the lowest educational rate, but the highest pregnancy rate, it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? Instinctual shit still works, but nothing outside of that. And it's terrible, looking at the future in a lot of different aspects because like the next generation of doctors are going to be some of the dumbest motherfuckers we ever had. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough that your doctor literally walks out your room and gets on chat GPT to figure out what symptoms you got and what you might have.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's current. But just think in the next 20 years, the doctor's taking care of your kids if you got them. The doctor's taking care of your grandkids. Birthing your grandchildren will probably get on chat GPT on how to birth a baby right before
If
they walk
not,
in the
if not,
fucking
it'd
room.
be if not, it'd be done by a machine.
Okay, or even better, now we got robots ripping the baby's heads off. So either or, you know what I'm saying? Hi, Dingo. Either
Mhm.
or, what do we have to look forward to? Nobody's reading anymore. Nobody's writing their own emails anymore. You know how sick it is that I'm working in an environment where everybody's supposed to be educated and I still write my own emails. Like I don't chat GPT my emails. I want my emails to still have some human to them, but the responses I get back, I know they're chat GPT because
Mhm.
these motherfuckers are too lazy to take the fucking emoji out of it.
Yeah.
They're too lazy to unbold their fucking text. They just copy and paste it from Chat GPT. Like I'm dumb. And then play me like I'm a fucking idiot. Like I don't know that's a Chat GPT ass sentence. I'm just, oh my God. I don't know. Stupid people trying to play stupid. Stupid people trying to play smart is the best cosplay I've seen in years. Let's just say it that way.
Well, yeah. I like you said there. Like babies will be like ripping. I don't want to be too graphic, but I think that can be the reality. That's the reason why I don't believe when they talk about that robots are going to replace everything and you're all about to lose your jobs. The reason why I don't believe that is because what I've seen, they're not covering it nearly as much, but a lot of these companies that have went to more AI are starting to run into problems, massive problems that are costing them tons of money, and they're having to go back to the drawing board because this technology is not ready. It's not ready. It's not going to be ready for a while, if ever, because there's so many people who are not being honest with their, like for instance, the Amazon stores that they had where, you just go in the Amazon store and it totals up your grocery bill. Well, come to find out, it wasn't AI doing that. You had literally a whole warehouse full of people who were sitting there and who were totaling your stuff up and charging it to your bill. You had the robots that they're buying to work inside of houses, and you're thinking it's a robot doing it. No, it's literally somebody with a suit on who's controlling the robot by moving and washing the dishes.
Mm.
They're manipulating the system to make it look like it's more successful than what it really is. And what you're going to have is when you try to fully implement that, that's not going to work. It's going to cost you more money, especially when the machines have problems or errors or breakdown. And then when lawsuits start getting involved for machine errors through AI, and you start realizing you can't sue the AI, you're going to have a problem there, and you're going to have that AI collapse that I hear plenty of people talking about that we're on the cusp of. And I think with the way things keep running, we're a lot closer to that reality of things collapsing than people realize. I don't see this technocratic society because I don't think that most of these people are selling the truth of where the technology is actually at. And if we do see that technological society, I think is not going to come from the Western world. I think it's going to come from a Japan, a China, Taiwan. Those are the places which I see which are leading on that. Maybe some European countries will have like some little edge that'll be in a small little place, like, you know, Iceland or Denmark or Sweden or Germany or something like that. But I do not see it being widespread across, all of the Western nations as a whole, just all of them just working out this flawless technology because there's so many questions that they still haven't figured out. And there's a lot of regulations that are going to go against those. How are you going to build these giant data centers that are going to operate this thing when more people are
When
getting onto the data centers and want them out of their freaking areas? It just the formulation doesn't make sense. Not on a grand scale. This stuff sounds good for this thing or that thing, but this whole everybody's going to be out of work, 50% of society, and it's going to be like Wally, BS. I don't buy it.
Wally. I love Wally. It's one of my favorite movies. I just like how they say his name. Wally. I think it's so cute. But did you see that black man like tweak out and he was like telling black people like y'all low key sold out because like the new plantation is tech for black people. Like getting into tech is like the new slave plantation, low key. And I'm like, damn, ain't gonna hold you. You ain't far. You ain't missing with that one. My opinion. Because if that's the world that we're going to, if that's the dystopia we're going to, Marcus, then yeah, that is the new slave plantation, and not even on some like blacks only. Like, no, that's a slave plantation for the Indians. That's gonna be the slave plantation. Like that's the new plantation. Period.
Well, that's the goal. And that's where I think they that think about it like this. When they decide to offshore the labor, like we brought up earlier today, they offshore labor thinking that this would generate in massive profits and everything would work out, not seeing the ramifications that will come later. I think it's the same situation. It did not work out as they planned. It's actually backfiring. And I think that these plans they're coming up with are going to backfire. The only way where I think this AI is actually going to take off is going to be in the ways that are going to be terrifying. You're not gonna be able to know what's true and what's false eventually.
Oh, Terminator AI. Awesome.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to discern what's truth. That's definitely coming because as it gets better and better, also you're going to see entertainment is going to be completely like the days of being a famous actor and stuff. Those days might be, yeah, those days might be, getting closer and closer to ending. People who have been doing special effects and all that, your day is, it's not looking good for those people. People who doing makeup and all they're going to do is, if they do have actors, start having people just, have green prospect, green on themselves, and then they'll just start putting the CGI on.
Yeah.
Instead of casting the younger version of you and the older version of you, they're just going to cast one actor to do the whole thing, and they're going to be able to age that person all the way up. I wouldn't be surprised if they get to a point where they do, for instance, like a Michael Jackson movie and literally use Michael Jackson's face and all that in all the stages and start doing movies that way. I could see that being an evolution of the way they do things, depending on how they can get away with it licensing wise, because I know people would be definitely entertained into watching that story when it looks exactly like them.
Well, remember when they brought out that hologram of Tupac that one year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shit like so that. I can see it. The only problem that we're going to see is as long as the propaganda machine is so strong and controls Hollywood, especially, is like I've heard people talk about with the Michael Jackson movie. It just felt like something was missing, and I know what felt like it was missing. Everybody felt it was funny business going on towards the end of his life and how he left this earth, and that's going to get whitewashed out. The same with the One Love movie with the Bob Marley. Everybody like, so I get that you can't admit what happened, but you're just going to pretend like there was no people who were believing that the CIA had involvement into his death. We're just going to whitewash all that. Just act like that didn't happen. Whistle Dixie past the graveyard. That's where I think the issues will come in, where the propaganda, it won't. Most of us in this time period are going to see through that nonsense. But when it gets to the Generation Z, or what is it, Alpha after that, and wherever, if they go Bravo, Charlie, Delta, I don't know which way they'll go with it. But when it gets to those further and further generations, they'll be so used to the propaganda, it will become the reality. Just like I believe that a lot of propaganda that we've received coming from the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, we are still swimming in some of that propaganda. And thus us and some of our parents. That's the reason why I feel so many of these baby boomers are so much on this Russia bad. We have to fight them. I'm not talking about the people in power. I'm talking to people who are voting for these dumbass wars and really are under this belief system that Russia and China really wants mortal harm to us and they're our enemies.
Well, they also the motherfuckers that can't decipher between a cat video being AI or not when the cat done did backflips and got a fucking semi-automatic vest on.
Mm-hmm.
And look, y'all gonna think I'm terrible, but the same way we be taking license from old people, those are motherfuckers that don't need to be voting right now. Shit. Take their license, take their votes. God damn it, you taking the wrong niggas' votes.
Yeah.
Or are you? Dun dun dun.
I mean, that's how I think. I mean, that's why I'm gonna drop this. Well, I don't know what they call it, like re-upload, relaunch, or whatever. This video from almost 6 years ago that I did. No comments in there about how much skinnier my face was. Shut up. In fact, I was probably a little too skinny in that video. Mind you, I was still in that video at about about 215 pounds. So just, me skinny is still, in fact, I don't know. I'm even right now with a little bit extra pounds, I could probably lose a good 20, 30 pounds and I'll still be reasonably considered a big guy.
Who care if you got some little extra meat on your bones? At least you eating. Shit,
Yeah, I mean, in fact, I'm gonna pull up what I look like in that video so you
now
can,
if you was out here
y'all can
looking
go
like
ahead, get
50
y'all
Cent,
jokes off now.
50 Cent when he was playing that AIDS patient, and that's a different fucking story.
I don't know. I'll show you and let you tell me, am I that bad off? I don't know. To myself, I'm like, man, I could have put on a little bit of weight back then. I could have put on a little. That's how I'm seeing myself, at least in that video. But anybody who's done content and who's been on camera and stuff like that, we're all a little bit hard on ourselves. Like I hate doing editing, listening to myself talk. I hate listening to my voice. Let's see. Here's the video. Oh, but that's a great face that I got going. But here I'll put it on this.
Damn, John, me and John about the same weight. Shit. I think I'm about
160.
10. Yeah, I'm about 7 pounds lighter than John. Yeah.
The last time I was probably 160. You're at 5'9". I was probably 160 probably after I got out of got out of boot camp, and they literally put me on double rations because of 160 for me is like dangerously low as far as body fat percentage. Like I literally was under 1% body fat at 160.
Okay, and by the way, the part of Tennessee that Chud, whatever the fuck that white boy name is in Nashville. So it makes motherfucking sense. Cause ain't the Grand Ole Opry and all that racist shit in Nashville? Yeah, he be picking Nashville with that fucking cooter eating ass mustache.
So yeah, this is here. I'll click on the video and I'll mute it.
Damn, Marcus! No, I'm playing. I'm just joking. I just got to pick with you because you made a big deal out of it. That's all. I'm just fucking with
you. Yes. Do I look like my son in that video?
I hate you so bad.
You know it's true. This video
not
is from
not look like my own son. That's crazy.
This video is from like 6 years ago, roughly 6 years ago. So let's see, how old was I in this video? That means I was almost 40 in this video. You see the jeans still?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was almost 40 in this video. And if I had to judge it myself, I'd say what I look like I'm about 28.
Add that maybe. Were you still in the military? Nah, you was out by then.
No, I was living here in Cali. This video was, let me click over to it. What year was this video? More. Let's see. Oh no, not that. Yeah, so 5 years ago, this video was, does it tell me the exact date? I think this was like there it is. July 31st, 2020.
July 1st. I can't see it. July 1st, what?
July 31st, 2020.
Oh, this is right around COVID time.
Yeah.
What, we 2-3 months into we 3-4 months into lockdown?
Yeah. Warren's like, black really don't crack.
They don't.
Yeah, I was what, 39 in that video.
Black don't crack, baby. Ew.
Mm-hmm.
I had locks during COVID. I've seen recent pictures of, like, my homegirl took a lot of pictures of me during COVID. I don't know why I did, but she started sending them to me recently. She was like, "Remember this?" And I'm like, "Bitch, hell no." I look completely different. You know, there was still a glimmer of hope in my eyes. I still had, believed in our government changing. Now I'm like, yeah, fuck all of that.
Yeah. I don't know. You can hear, well, you guys will see. I'll probably drop this this updated video tonight. Well, it's not even an update. I'm really just re-releasing it. If you notice, this video got 22 views. And it's kind of crazy. You know which name drop I threw in there in this video? And it's ironic that she's running right now in a race for mayor.
Who?
Karen Bass.
Oops, shit.
I was talking about how she was head of the Black Caucus.
Now he was name dropping bitches, and now they out here being somebody. Ooh, child, Marcus. Ooh, I'm weak.
Yeah.
Can we talk about? Hey, if y'all ain't gonna
Get this
watch,
off the
if y'all
screen.
are gonna watch The Boys, go and leave now, because I
Yeah.
got something to say. Marcus, what in the fuck? I need another.
Oh, hold on. Let's
right?
give me a break. If you have not watched The Boys,
And you plan on watching
and you
it,
plan on watching The
get
Boys,
the
and you
fuck
don't
out.
want spoilers, no, this last part of the show is about to be spoilers. Just letting everybody know. So you can be like, all right, at the 202 mark, they start talking about The Boys. I'll make sure
With
that I'll
spoilers.
save this, put this in your watch later, save this,
and go watch The Boys now.
and come back to it. You know, maybe you might take you a few months to get caught up on all of it. I don't know how long it takes you to binge watch.
Weekend. It took me the weekend to get. Well, I watched most of it, but it took me the weekend to get caught up on 2 seasons and a little recap of some other seasons. Oh my!
But all right, we
God.
gave everybody the warning. Now going ahead, Till.
What the fuck? Are they fucking cosplaying our world right now? That shit is so Trump. It's not even fucking funny.
I was like, hold on. I was like perplexed because
did The Boys
I'm like,
become Trump?
they filmed this before Trump got into office. How is this so like, man? Because he didn't even, because how Trump is acting right now, Trump didn't act like this in his first term.
No. And this is part of the comic book, so I don't want people to not remember that aspect of it. This is part of the comic book. This is
which I get it, John. I see what John is saying. He said I can only watch the first four shows season 1. The debauchery made me ill. Yes. You gotta have a tough stomach to deal with a lot of stuff in The Boys. Because some of the stuff has me really like uncomfortable watching.
Oh, like that prison guard with the long dong?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, come on now. Come on. For real. This is what we got to be doing.
Crazy work. I mean, he's a character.
And then in Gen V, they got a dude with people walking out of his butt. Like what? Oh, come
Yeah, the little
on, that's
people.
gross.
Yeah, little people.
No, not little people.
Oh, grown ass motherfuckers coming out his butt.
Yes,
It's crazy.
yeah. It got. I'm like, whoever came up with the concept for this was a nasty, gross, disgusting individual. Like, I do not want to spend a moment inside of their brain. Oh yeah, and
So
then you had the ball man in that one episode.
yeah, yeah. The show's crazy. Um,
Yeah,
but what got me for real, is just the fact of like, damn, Homelander and Trump are two and the same.
yeah,
Savior complex having ass motherfuckers.
yeah. That's part of the video that I'm gonna do. Is on Trump, and then the other one is on Firecracker, and how giving you guys like a little tip off to the video, but hopefully you guys will still watch it. It is a tip off to how um and and I'm gonna share the like the couple of minutes of interview that Valerie Curry does, how she basically is like um I can't really say Megan Kelly or Marjorie Taylor Greene because they've kind of stepped off of the off out of the cold, but she's basically a combination of them and what's the press secretary?
Oh, I can't
Um
remember her name.
I can't think of her name. But basically a combination of those groups of people and just the random MAGA supporter in general, all encompassed in one person.
Ooh, Firecracker.
Carolyn Levitt. Yes, Firecracker is taking the diehard Trump supporters and Carolyn Levitt and like the Marjorie Taylor Greens and
Mm-hmm.
you know Candace Owens and all of them before they jumped off, but all of them encompassed into one person. I mean, even to the remember when he got in trouble with the whole grab him by the pee thing, and it was women like he can grab mine.
Weird.
Yeah,
Weirdos. Fucking
Firecracker
weirdos.
almost embodies that with the whole milk thing.
Well, yeah, obviously. Like, you went and got pills so you could like do that. And it was crazy because even I was like, bitch, you're not pregnant. And then he goes and says it too. Like, you're not pregnant. And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
she's not pregnant. You
Mm-hmm.
out here fucking on his daddy. Child.
And,
Soldier
and
Boy's his daddy. Child. And
and
it's
then
like,
when remember when he had the like honestly psychiatrists well I'm not even gonna say psychiatrists, but I'll say people when they're breaking down movies and they'll show like this grandiose experience that happens to them. They're saying that that's basically showing the break in their psychology when their mind like snapped.
oh yeah, his
And
psyche was
and,
gone.
and when he's seeing I can't remember what her name was, but she was the former
The
president of
CE
Bot.
bot, yep. And then
Yeah, that he
and
took out, and he's seeing her come down as like an angel, a
yep.
golden angel, and talking to him. That was his mentality. That was his brain fully snapping because he always was a little on the like ruthless kind of crazy side. Yes, Elizabeth Shue. That yes, her character exactly. And the crazy part about it is they flip that because that character is actually a man in the show,
Mm-hmm.
but actually that whole milk thing is part of Mother's Milk's character in the
Mm-hmm.
comics,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how he gets his power. So yeah, it's wild. Oh
Oh,
shoot,
you look.
Nature Boy's in the building. What's up, Nature Boy?
Hey, Day.
But yeah, it's wild stuff that's going on in there, and it's the
And
wild
it's
stuff is tough to get through I mean, it can be a little tougher to get through because I'm like, oh my god, why does it have to be this graphic? Like,
Because life is this fucking graphic. Because, like, bro, what y'all think when kids get blown up in Iran that it's fucking flowers coming out the top
true.
of their fucking
I
neck?
get it. I get it. I mean,
No.
just like I don't know if you're familiar with what's her name in Gen V who has the power of like controlling blood.
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh
But I
my
think it's
gosh.
kind of
If
cool.
you
I
see the
just started
scene,
playing it.
if you see the scene on her getting her powers and what
Hold on. Is
happens,
it the black girl that kills her parents?
yes,
Oh shit, yeah, I watched it. I seen that
that
scene.
was rough.
That was rough because I didn't even know why her daddy blew up like that. And I said, damn.
Yeah, Marie. That's what is Marie. What is Marie Laveau?
No, her
Marie
name is
Moreau.
Marie. Oh,
Marie
that's
Moreau.
cute. I like that.
Yeah, that was like, oh. And
Poor
then to
baby.
think you got killed, not just any kind of blood, you got killed with a very particular type of blood.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, did you think about that part?
I did because I was like, damn, that's kind of on a spiritual sense. So calling her Marie Moreau is even deeper on a spiritual level because even like the fact that you said Marie Laveau,
Yes, it's
you
this
know,
blood. I was trying to find the right words.
cycle.
Yes, cycle blood. Actually, Kate, this is on Prime, not it's on Prime, not Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Bezos' shit.
Yeah, I don't
Boo
know.
Bezos.
Not yeah, boo him, definitely. But oh man, the some of the stuff that it started getting interesting when they started showing the political flow. I almost said the political the ant flow threw me off when I was about to say that, but the political tie-ins with this because you basically have Victoria Newman is basically a she's basically AOC.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
She's
She looks
basically
just like her
AOC.
too.
Yeah. And I mean, the president, which they have in there at the time, is basically kind of like a Biden who hasn't lost it yet.
Yeah. And then the VP gives me more, that girl Ashley, she gives me more of press secretary um than anything. The girl with the head on the back of her head.
Yeah, she's more like what was her name? The redhead one that was Biden's press secretary. That's what she reminds me of. Who
Yeah.
has a show now on what MSNBC? I don't know what they call it. MS, what is it? MS now? I don't know. It sounds weird, but she's basically like her. I don't know if you guys remember the redhead press secretary under Biden, but
But
that's who I see.
long story short, goddamn, the boys is giving our political party and following a comic book
Yes,
that was
that's it
already
is.
written.
She is like Jen Psaki. That's
That ass.
exactly who she reminds me of, Jen Psaki, where she's basically just scared doing the job, but gonna put on the brave face, even though you know you're going out there lying.
Like
You know
shit.
you're deceiving. You know you're not a true believer, but you're gonna do it for the paycheck. And Jen Psaki literally came out and like made the defense of, well, I don't necessarily believe everything, but it's my job to put out the message of the president. And I'm like,
Bitch, what did you just say?
so you just admit that you don't believe in this shit. You know you're lying. And that's
Well,
what I'm
Cat
saying. She fits her so much, that character so much.
well, Cash
She's just like
Patel is
Ashley.
definitely the deep. The deep is Cash Patel. Am I lying?
I mean, you can say that, yeah. I mean, because or well,
Come on.
I
Who
don't
else would
think
it be?
he could be Hexif also. Because the Deep is dumb.
Dumb as
Somebody,
fuck.
somebody brought up an excellent point about the Deep. Um, Basically, your domain, which you have power over, is about
It's
65 to 70% of the
of
world.
the earth, and you're not using it, you dumb
And
bitch.
you
I've been
spend your
screaming that for 2
time
days.
on Earth basically being a yes man. Well, I see the yes man part now. That is more Cash Patel.
Told you. The
To
deep
me,
and
he could
Cash
be a
Patel are the
mixture
same
of
person.
Cash Patel or Hexeth. I could
And I
see
really want
both.
y'all to stop saying his name is Cash Patel. He's not a Patel. He's a Patel. That motherfucker is Indian. He's a Patel. He just likes saying Patel so that the white people they take him in. But he's a Patel.
No,
He knows
the Deep doesn't have any tattoos, but they do throw in that element also. You know, the
with
National
Clara.
Socialists in there with Stormfront.
Mm-hmm. Which is Clara.
With Stormfront, I would say that basically would be that reminds me a whole lot of what's his
Marjorie.
name?
What's
The
her
bald one. No, the Stephen Miller.
You think that's Stormfront? You don't think it's old girl that was in charge of ICE?
But see, she's a little bit more vapid. I don't think she's a true believer. I
Oh,
think
okay.
she's a political animal.
Okay.
I think she falls into the whole firecracker vein too.
Firecracker too? Okay. Yeah.
All of them, Pam Bondi, all of them fall into the whole vein of firecracker.
I feel you on that one. I can agree. For sure, I can agree.
They're all yes men and yes women. And they know their boss is a little crazy and they're all a little scared of him, but they're going to do what they need to do to stay in that position. I mean, and they even throw in the internment camps.
They do, bro. I think old father is RFK. Voice and all. Voice and all. That's RFK. That's RFK all day.
I agree. Warren said Stormfront is Pam Bondi and both are racist. They are, but not like Stormfront is. Stormfront is on some. You got to remember, she was part of the right. You know, the Third Reich. She that real one. She true to it, not new to it. Like Pam Bondi's. She's that racist Karen who's going to make sure you never advance. And always just have this person just performed so much well and never gonna really tell the truth that's why you're not getting advanced and just give you dirty looks and stuff. This one gonna straight up tell you like, you know what, I really don't like your kind and I really would like to do harm to you. Like Stormfront is on some other.
Speaking of, you heard about that man that fucking like became an African American study person just to do harm to African Americans? I mean, it's not the first. And that's where I go back to saying sometimes we just gotta have closed practices on shit, y'all. Cause what the hell? What the fuck?
Yeah. Father is what's that black dude who was during Trump's inauguration?
Shut up.
That's Father.
See, I'm taking it away of race, and I'm trying to like actually just put it on people that I'm looking at.
But he's too dead on. It's too dead on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, Father could be every black Trumper. Because they all are, we got to support him because he's a man of God. They all on that.
John, they couldn't have done another X-Men. X-Men was about black people. And I get what you're saying. They could have.
Oh, they're doing another X-Men. They just had to wait for all the deals to get worked out between Sony and all that stuff. Trust me, it's coming. They're coming to the MCU. I've already said it.
Oh no, Disney about to get X-Men?
All of it's about to be, under that one umbrella. Just saying.
Yeah.
Say, Warren says he got it yet. Yeah, I can't stick around too much longer myself. Got videos to work on for y'all.
But yeah, Disney, I'm not fucking with Disney right now, especially with that whole pedophile ring they got going on their cruise ships and shit. Like, no. The Boys was crazy as hell. I'm waiting for this last episode to see how things really end. They're obviously gonna do a spinoff for the older ones, for Soldier Boy and all of them to get they fucking shine. Um,
Well, I'm
it
just
was wild.
wondering when are the Gen V characters going to be introduced into the boys? Because since Gen
They're
V is
not.
over,
That they
they
yeah,
got
like
to
that.
they got
They
to
I don't know, cause
they
like
did they did too much building up Marie for it not to go that way. In the last episodes, they literally had Starlighter come and meet them. Starlight came and met up with the rest of them,
all right. Well, we'll see, cause they just canceled it.
and they're all but they're all on the run together with Starlight.
Well, I think Starlight might have a spinoff.
I think that they're probably going to bring them in for like a last episode of the boys, and that's what I think they'll do. I
They
don't
need
see them. I don't see them doing a spinoff.
they need to hurry the fuck up, cause this shit is getting good, and I need to. What is it? Tuesday?
Yeah, I think it's Tuesdays.
Yeah. Hopefully
Oh,
so. I don't know what I'm gonna
wild,
watch after
wild
that.
mess.
If you watch anime or hentai, watch Invincible. That's a good one too. I'm childish. I like watching it. It's really nice. That's just
Well,
as gory, but it's a cartoon.
check out what Chris H says before we bounce.
Mm.
Says maybe the boys is lying that this is the last season. Too much needs to be tied up.
Dun dun dun. They might split the season into two and just make it a long ass last season, but this is supposed to be the series finale, so
Oh, he says they are doing a new spinoff. So, yeah. Oh, that's right. I got to get back to watching Invincible. That's what I'll probably be doing. Back to
oh,
watching,
did
and
you watch
I never watched Fallout. So I've heard people tell me I got to watch that too.
you ain't watching I watched Fallout.
I
Marcus.
know
Fallout is amazing.
I know you
Invincible is
told me
amazing.
about it. My apologies. Let me get to it.
Marcus, and being that you're a religious
Mhm.
like me, boy, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Think when you watch it, think of it on a religion aspect, as far as like fallen angels, fallen demons,
Hmm.
higher, lower, all that good shit. Think of it in that aspect. Watch it first time one way through, because you're gonna have to watch it twice to catch everything. Watch it just for the
Hmm.
show, because it's a really good show. But the second go around, when you really get into it, get into the
Hmm.
religion aspect of understanding the from as above, so below, fallen demons, people walking earth, end of times.
Says.
Yes, you can, Accord Lord. I love you too.
All right. Well, yeah, that is it. I mean, videos will be coming throughout the week. And if there's topics that you guys want me to cover, like I'm not sure if Chamonique is still in here or not, but I know if there is stuff that you guys want me to cover, do a short video on, reach out to me, Um if you don't have a way to reach out, I guess put it in put a comment after the show. That way when I'm checking the comments later on, I'll see it. Or if you do follow me on any of those other social media platforms, whether that's, even though I don't really post as much on TikTok, I'm really weirded out with TikTok these days.
Me too.
Um TikTok, actually this is what I'll do. I'll put my email out here too, because I know some of you guys aren't on social media, but I'm on the Twitters and TikTok and Instagram, all of that. But if you're not on any of those and you want me to cover something, or if it's just information you want me to look into, then here's my email address. It's a very simple email address, marcusjcage@yahoo.com. And that way you can be able to, direct message to me if you're not on the social media platforms. If you prefer social media, um, what is it? At
Marcus.
real, yeah, at real, one is at real Marcus J Cage, the other one is at Marcus James Cage. And you can get me from either one of those two on the Twitters. And then on
Sorry,
what
Marcus. I was about to sing the Kim Possible song. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Sorry.
But yeah,
Stems, bro. Gotta love autism.
but yeah, I mean, that's my main YouTube. I mean, my main Yahoo. I've had that email address for like 20 years or more, and it literally gives me notifications. So I would definitely check it. Although I do get flooded with a lot of stuff, so bear in mind if I don't get right back to you right away. But yeah, on that note, I mean, hey, again, happy Mother's Day. Thank y'all for joining us. I know y'all could be anywhere else, but y'all spent the time to join us here, and we do much appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Um, that said, I'll be putting out videos during the week. I think I am gonna do the I think I'm just gonna say screw it and put all my political videos here. And the only thing I'll separate off is if I'm doing any more religious content, I will do that on my Hebrew Apologetics channel. So don't fear for my atheists out there. Don't worry, it'll be over there if I do any of that stuff. Lately, I've just been kind of, sitting back, and I've been taking more time to learn and reassess and reevaluate things instead of trying to do any teaching. Um, but that's where I'm at. But yeah, on any of this political stuff or social commentary or whatever, I think I'm just gonna all do it on this channel. Reactions, whatever. Just gonna all do it on here, and I'll just call it my little segment, break from the matrix. And eventually you guys will start seeing Teal stuff that she'll do.
Yep.
Um, you know, but we work regular jobs full time. It's not always easy to do everything that we want to do. So keep that in mind. Bear with us. And again, much love to all y'all. Appreciate y'all. Call your moms, give them some love, even if it's not your biological mom, somebody you consider like a mother figure. Give them that love, give them their flowers. And even for you pet cat moms, the moms of the four-legged creatures or two-winged creatures, happy Mother's Day to you all also. Anything you want to plug to?
Um, and Wake Up with Steve on Mondays, usually my days. Baked and Bougie podcast. I'm gonna get back on that this Friday, if not this Friday, next Friday, one of these Fridays. You can catch it on Monday nights. We pretty much rerun that show on Rumble. So you can catch A and Wake Up on Rumble, and all those good places. Don't let the bullshit fear of these bullshit ass goddamn hate
Yeah.
viruses or whatever eat at your fucking psyche. Fuck them. Um, call your mom, call your kids, hug your parents, especially for the ones that can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of
Yeah.
them. So yeah, and have a good week, y'all. Don't do nothing
Yeah,
I wouldn't do.
I feel that too. Yeah, don't let any of this crap in the media mess with your psyche. Keep your mental health. Definitely
That
keep
ass.
your mental health. And remember, positive vibes that you put out, whether you're a faith person or not, the vibes that you put out are the vibes that you get back. So if you're putting negativity out there and you're putting fear out there, that's more than likely what you'll get. Don't get in your head too much. Don't be your own enemy.
Hell yeah.
Be your biggest advocate. Love you. No matter what it is about you, love you. I guess that'll be my message that I'll end out with. I
Fuck
don't know
yeah,
if y'all.
Alex. You pop the baby out that coochie. You better go talk to that coochie and say, you know what? Fuck it. Happy Mother's Day to me, bitch. I did that shit, and you did. Damn right.
Yeah.
Clock it, Alex.
Um. Oh yeah, and I forgot. I don't know if y'all noticed, but my Mother's Day pre song, I gave a couple of songs for y'all. They should be hits that you already know for those who are looking for song selections and stuff. But I put out, of course, "Dear Mama" by Tupac. I put "Mama" by Boys to Men,
Voice to man. Yeah.
and I put "Mom" by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Okay.
And then I finished off. I went rock for y'all on the last one, and I went for the remake instead of the original, "Simple Man" by Shinedown. So check
My
those.
mom's song.
Uh huh.
My two I'd like to add is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. And of course, because I'm a Kanye fanatic, Hey Mama.
Yeah, I could have put that one too, but I didn't think about it. But that's good. Good. we gave y'all a nice little mama set list. So, all right. I appreciate y'all. Much love. And this is a political matrix.
All right.
Peace,
See
y'all.
There is discrimination in this world, and slavery and slaughter and starvation. Governments repress their people. Millions are trapped in poverty, while the nation grows rich, and wealth is lavished on armaments everywhere. These are differing evils, but they are the common works of man. They reflect the imperfection of human justice, the inadequacy of human compassion, our lack of sensibility towards the suffering of our fellows. But we can perhaps remember, even if only for a time, those who live with us are our brothers, that they share with us the same short moment of life, that they seek as we do, nothing but the chance to live out their lives in purpose and happiness, winning what satisfaction and fulfillment they can.